Now can you hear what I was saying? I'm glad you didn't hear what I was just saying on YouTube because I was just cussing for 3 straight minutes. But now you can hear what we're saying. To recap everything, Intern Olympics coming up hour 3. You'll enjoy it. Coach Mack is here. Hello, Coach Mack.
Delaney is due, and I will say that she had some interesting conversation before the game. She said she finished second last week, which I pointed out was next to last.
True, but it is a silver medal. Better than bronze.
She was on the podium, but we only have 3.
Delaney?
I'm just letting the boys get their confidence up, so today I can bring it and show them how it's done.
What about the math?
Okay, I don't know about all that.
One of your problems, I think, is confidence. Like right when I said math, your head immediately went out of the game. You got to have some confidence.
All right, I'm going to be back here working on my math skills until then.
All right, fair enough. You got 2 hours to practice. And all it is, I'll go and tell you, is multiplication and subtraction.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
All right,
I can do that.
There's no square roots.
No algebra, no geometry.
Yeah, no shapes,
no trig.
Funny stuff like that. So coming up hour 3, Intern Olympics with Alex, Zach, and Delaney. That'll be a lot of fun. All right, we have Coach Mack joining us. Chon also here. Chon, good work getting the stream on.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And just good work in general.
Thank you.
And I like your green pullover.
Thank you.
Look very kind of wintry, kind of stand by the fireplace.
Is this what I wear and y'all say I look like I should be on LL Bean?
Maybe so, yeah. I could see that.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate all the compliments so far.
You got it. It's Compliment
Very nice.
Tuesday.
Very nice.
Would you like to say anything nice about Coach Mack?
Absolutely. Great coach. Great guest that we have on here. People love when you're on. There's some people out there like Jamie that say that Tuesday is their most favorite day to listen to Pirate Radio Live. And I see why, because we have a great guest in Coach Mack.
I was worried about Jamie because I thought maybe it was Taco Tuesday that he liked so much.
Yeah, could be.
And Coach Mack has a lot of knowledge about a lot of different sports categories.
And drive-thrus.
That's a sport unto itself.
Steve says 20 hours until the Pirate Radio Live Invitational. One-on-one, me and Chandler.
Can't wait.
Now, Chandler, I made an oath to you that I would not practice leading up to this, and I've kept that oath. Have you practiced?
I have not practiced at all. I don't even think I've seen a basketball outside of Minji's Coliseum.
I haven't either. In fact, Steve, do you have a ball there? Because I don't even have a ball to bring.
I don't have a basketball.
Hopefully, you've got a ball that we can play with in the gym. Coach Mack, one last time, how do you handicap this event? How do you think it's going to go on Wednesday?
It's at the church.
It is.
Regulation goals, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir.
This is kind of home court advantage for Clip because he has played there before. Has put up 28 points before.
20-plus years ago in a game, Reedy Branch at Temple, I did have 28 in that gym, Coach.
Well, that seals the deal for me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Chandler has had 28 total.
That was probably before. Wait, what year were you born?
98.
That might have been around the time you were born. Well, while you were being brought into this earth,
you were getting ready for this matchup.
I was playing basketball, church league basketball.
Now, how long is the match? I mean,
we're going to go to 7 by ones and twos.
Pretty ambitious for you two guys.
I agree. And I thought about this too. I haven't said it, but I think it's pretty obvious. We're doing takebacks if it hits the rim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we didn't discuss that, but I just assumed that's what we would do.
Ball doesn't hit the rim, you don't have to take it back.
Nope.
Ball hits the rim, your foot or the ball has to hit the 3-point line. Starts a new possession.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And that's about it.
Yeah, I'm going Clip.
Man.
Sorry.
Thank you, Coach.
By how many points?
Sorry, it doesn't matter the win.
Mac's not a gambling guy. He's a win or loss. He's in the win or loss business.
Yeah, we're not going to cover. You can't cover the spread.
Well, you can.
Speaking of covering the spread, staying on basketball, and you all probably discussed this before, but I know this is not our target audience, but is Duke Carolina basketball the best rivalry in college sports, period?
Well, I think so, being around here. But we can talk. Why did you run up to the mic, Zach? You seem very passionate about this question.
The biggest rivalry in North America.
Oh, okay.
In any sporting event.
What did you say?
I
the
said
world?
College sports.
Okay, all right.
Overall in college sports and overall in North America too.
I mean,
there aren't college sports anywhere else but North America.
Well, I don't mean college-wise, just out of rivalries.
I think he wants to talk about
whatever.
soccer.
Yeah, that's what.
There's soccer rivalries elsewhere that are way bigger. Way bigger.
Fine. Well, let's stick here.
Yeah, Duke UNC, biggest in
Yeah, I would say it is.
this side of the world.
where is Alabama and Auburn in the Iron Ball in college football compared to?
That's number 3.
Ohio State, Michigan.
Ohio State, Michigan's 2.
Oklahoma, Texas. Where does it fit?
That one's just been,
Nowhere.
yeah,
Kentucky, Louisville basketball.
Nowhere.
not
Nowhere.
recently.
Not
Okay,
now.
but here's the separation, and here's why Carolina Duke I think is the biggest rivalry in college sports basketball wise, is because almost always they are relevant nationally.
Exactly.
Where Auburn, Alabama, that's not necessarily the case. Michigan, Ohio State comes closer. Kentucky, Louisville basketball, no. I mean, Georgia, Florida, no. In football, I don't even know another one in basketball that would necessarily meet Cincinnati.
Are there any Big East?
Cincinnati Xavier is one that's probably kind of underrated. But again, I don't know about nationally significant.
Kansas, do they have one?
Recently, Kansas and Kansas State have been competitive.
Nah.
I don't know if it's a rivalry.
Yeah, they haven't even been their biggest rival in the league,
No.
probably.
Like Cuse and Georgetown back in the day or something. Was there like a Big East that was big in the 80s?
Georgetown and everybody, Georgetown and St. John's, Georgetown and Syracuse,
Yeah.
whoever Georgetown was playing back in the day. That's the other thing is that the team. In order for something to be a good rivalry, that both teams have to be good on a regular basis, and that's why I think that's the separation for Duke and Carolina.
Now, do any of these rivalries have a situation where a fan, murdered symbolic trees in a town like the guy did for Alabama?
No.
I would say that makes that rivalry pretty serious.
Yeah.
Or that individual's a complete nut job.
Harvey Updike.
Yep.
He named his children Allie and Bama, I want to say. We had that on an audio clip 12 years ago.
You think I care? Roll damn tide.
The Paul Feinbaum show.
No, I exactly what you said. That these teams and the fact that I feel like has North Carolina won it forever after beating them in the Final Four? Like, can you come back from that?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I mean, the way fans are today, it's only what happened yesterday. It doesn't even matter what happened 2 years ago.
I remember growing up, I would always want them to meet in the tournament just to see what would happen.
Yeah.
And it finally did.
In the Final Four.
It did in a major way.
Yeah, and Kentucky and Louisville refused to play each other. And finally, the thing that got it going was they did meet in the NCAA tournament in Knoxville, ironically, too.
Well, for you older Pirates out there, isn't that what happened with State and ECU? They stopped playing each other, then played in the Peach Bowl, and then brought it back. I believe that's a similar case there. Speaking of basketball, Coach Mack, there are numerous threads on Name Redacted the Colors, ECU message boards regarding Pirate Hoops, and Mike Schwartz stinks, and Joe Dooley stunk, and everybody stinks, and stunk. But in one of the threads, your name came up. They were talking about, okay, but what did this coach leave behind? You know, Dooley, the best players on this roster were Joe Dooley recruits, and then they go back and say, well, who recruited him, and da-da-da. But your name got brought up because it said you were hampered by the APR as far as what you were able to recruit and all that, and scholarship numbers and things like that. And I was like, well, so I need to talk about that with Mac. I feel like we've brought it up before. But ironically, last week I gave you the side eye when talking about schools going on probation. I was like, that's not a big deal. That doesn't matter. And I don't think it matters as much as Florida and Tennessee as maybe ECU. I feel like ECU would be actually punished where those schools could find a way around it.
Like Florida State's getting punished?
Are they? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they have accepted the penalties. Yeah, they haven't sued anybody yet. That may be to be determined.
I still think they'll be better off than East Carolina if the same punishments were handed
The
down.
old joke Abe Lemons used to say is the NCAA is so mad at Kentucky they put Cleveland State on probation for 2 more years.
We have that one here in the state of North Carolina as well, I've heard, with
for
other
sure.
schools. But, Coach, let's go back to that time because this will lead into another discussion. But how hamstrung were you at that time when you were coaching here?
Well, it certainly limited our pool of possible prospects. We had some restrictions for what high school players had to have, both on the SAT and GPA wise. We had some restrictions on transfers, junior college and otherwise, that we couldn't accept. So yeah, we were kind of hamstrung with that. We had an entire class one time that I'm pretty sure were all high school kids with just great grades. Fortunately, one or two maybe turned out to be pretty good players, but overall, when you eliminate a large portion of the pool of candidates that you want to recruit, clearly you're at a disadvantage, and then you have to overcome that. And I find it interesting that they talk about the coaches, and this is certainly not meant to defend myself, but Joe Dooley's won everywhere he's been. Billy Harrigan's won everywhere he's been, to some degree. You can go on and on. Dave Odom did a pretty good job other places too, and Eddie Payne. You can go on and on. Where these coaches had success at other places. So what is the difference between them winning there and not winning here? At some point, you have to kind of look, at yourself in the mirror, and we can say, why are they losing? Not good enough players, not good enough coaches. Let's put that aside, okay? Why don't they have good enough players or good enough coaches? What are the reasons for that? And then you get into a whole list. And what on that list is really significant? Is it the budget? You can start there. Is it facilities? Is it fan support? Is it tradition? Is it conference affiliation? Is it regional competition and recruiting? There are 20-some schools that are Division I schools in the state of North Carolina, and almost that many in the next state up in Virginia too. What do you think? What do you guys think? What do our listeners think are the core reasons why ECU basketball hasn't been successful? Certainly, you could say consistently, but
ever.
Yeah, you could probably say ever.
Facilities.
Yeah, I'm asking the question. It's an open-ended question.
Well, let's start there because I've got a couple answers too. What about the facilities? We got the practice facility.
The facility matters. Let me tell you why the facility does matter. The facility doesn't matter when you're playing games. It doesn't matter when you're practicing because you have the practice facility. That it used to matter because you couldn't practice because we only had it half a day and we had 3 teams trying to practice. So that did matter back at a certain point in time when you really had lack of places.
Oh yeah, I remember at least you having to wait for the volleyball team to practice to go in and stuff like that.
We actually renovated a gym at North Campus Crossing to have a place to go practice, which wasn't very practical, but it was an answer in the meantime. Yeah. It was a short-term answer. So, yeah, it does matter, but it matters in a bigger way when young men or young women walk into the building and say, how much do they really care? Now, once it's full, if you're winning and it's full, there's no better place. It is a great facility to play in. It's a great facility to watch a game in. It has a lot of positives. And if the program was winning, the facility wouldn't matter. Look at Cameron. Cameron is not special. Cameron is historic and cool, but it's cool because they're winning. I coached a game in Cameron Indoor Stadium against Duke with Charles Barkley on the team, and we didn't have 2,000 people in the building. So it hasn't always been like that. It's there because they're winning. And if you were winning, the facility would have almost no bearing whatsoever.
Exactly. I think the bigger point you hit on was when you were saying, do they really care? I think the care is the main thing.
Who is they?
The administration, fans. Yesterday on the show, when Jonathan Ellerby says he'd rather beat NC State in basketball 70-30 than ECU go to the NCAA tournament in basketball. He'd rather beat them in football with that score.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Alex getting on my case about East Carolina. I'd rather see them make the tournament, get into the first 4, than go to Omaha. And he acts like I'm a fool for that. That's part of the problem. People like that don't care, that don't give 2 bleeps about it.
Well, in order to care, you have to be winning. And which comes first? People caring or the winning?
I guess, well, neither in this case. because people have cared and they haven't won.
Enough people and cared badly enough?
Probably not. Probably not. Now, Zach cares. Alex doesn't. Chandler, he halfway cares.
I'd say I more than halfway care.
75% cares.
Yes. Perfect number.
But no, Coach, I'm just talking about us. Did you want to respond, Alex, to anything?
I just wanted to say I care. I
You
want
don't care.
ECU basketball to be great,
You
but
don't
I
care.
would just rather us go to Omaha than get bounced in the first four of the NCAA tournament. I didn't think that was that crazy of a thing to say.
You thought I was crazy.
I did.
Okay, so you're not crazy, but I'm crazy is what you're saying.
That's correct.
Exactly. You know, that's what crazy people think. They think everybody's crazy but themselves. Think about that.
The first four,
When you lay your head on the pillow tonight and
I sleep great.
and Chandler's got his pillow tucked between his legs, I want you to think about
And hugging a pillow.
everybody's crazy but you. Or are you the crazy one? We'll be back after this. No. Mac,
Apples to apples. Getting bounced in the first round of the NCAA baseball tournament or getting bounced in the first round of the NCAA basketball tournament?
I would still rather go to
Yeah, don't
Omaha.
be
'cause
scared
we've
of
never
Mac.
done
I'm
it.
not talking about going to Omaha. You just visiting there. I'm talking about the baseball team gets beat in the first round,
You go get some steaks.
or the basketball team gets beat in the first round. We're not talking
By
about
first round of
Omaha
baseball,
or-
do you mean like we
In the
lose in
regional.
a regional?
Yeah.
Well, then there, I'd rather go to the NCAA tournament.
Okay. Well, that's more apples to apples.
Yeah. That's fair. See, we need Coach Mack to come on more frequently because I feel like he's a good voice of reason around here.
one a week is enough. We don't need all that reason.
No, we do.
We need nonsense. Tyler says clip calling fans the issue. Shut up, Tyler. You're an issue right now. You suck. No, fans are not the issue. The issue is the who we were talking about. I mean, it's got to be administration. I mean, do people really care? Coach, when you were here, Terry Holland, I would say, probably cared.
He did.
But does anybody care? Really care? I know you care, but do you care?
Yeah, and I will go a little deeper into that situation. You have to have buy-in from everybody, certainly everybody in the athletic department. I mean, you have to have the buy-in from marketing. You have to have the buy-in from academics. You have to have the buy-in from game day operations. You have to have the buy-in from the fundraising arm. And then to expand it, you have to have the same kind of buy-in academically and otherwise all the way across campus, from admissions to housing and all the other things that interact with your program. Compliance. You have to have buy-in. They all have to want you to succeed. They all want football to succeed. Rightly or wrongly, they all want football to succeed. Some of them for the right reasons, some of them for the wrong reasons, but some of them for the practical reasons of if football is good, everybody else can be good because, that's the big money maker. Yeah. And that's a fair point. But basketball can be a money maker here too. But again, when you start talking about budget, facility, fan support, the lack of tradition, the conference affiliation makes a difference because you can be in Conference USA or you can be in the Colonial, which is now the Coastal, which I didn't make a mistake and call it that the other day when I had one of their games, or you can be in the American, whatever you want to be in, but you have to have a competitive budget and a commitment that the other schools in that league have. That has not been the case.
Yeah. Well, we conference affiliation, I was going to bypass because we've been in how many conferences and have never been good. So it's not that.
But much more competitive in the Colonial, for instance.
Not really.
I think overall, yeah.
Okay.
We can do the math, but
yeah, I mean, I'll look up the records, but even the year they went to the tournament, they were like 7th or 8th.
Chandler wasn't born, so it's not relevant.
That's fine. Well, he wants things to always stay the same. He'd rather be in that league. And honestly, I'd rather be in that league in basketball. I'd rather separate everything.
Yeah, being in that league and everything would be pretty good, to be honest, except for football.
Yeah, football, this wacky all across the country league is dumb, but stay there. Basketball, go back to the CAA. Baseball, join the ACC, and then we'd be good.
Baseball's been good no matter what league we're in.
Right.
And nationally competitive no matter what league we've been in.
Why is that?
Because people care.
Support and care.
Eric says, let's start with the 95% of the fan base that doesn't give two craps about it. They don't show up to games. Some folks that are, quote, diehard Pirates couldn't point to Minji's on a map.
Wow.
I mean, you got a lot of Carolina and Dukies and
Sure.
Wolfpack and those people out there.
Yeah, and I've faced that other places. You know, when we were at Chattanooga, we were in the middle of Georgia, Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, and they would go to those. And during football, you know, you're going once a week, you're going on a weekend, you go to those places if you're a fan of those places. But basketball-wise, on a weeknight, you don't go to those places. We could get those crossover fans in that kind of situation. And I would think that you might be able to get those kind of fans if they were real basketball fans. You could get some of those people siphoned off. But again, here's another problem. Television. Because you can stay home and watch every big game in the country.
Well, now, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Now, but that's not an excuse. Not when you were coaching.
Well, even then it was starting to be that way.
Starting to, but like I knew what CSTV was, but not a lot of people did. And you would be up there, but oh man, I don't know, Coach. It's pretty depressing just because it's always been this way, and there's like
It really is.
There's no answer to it. You can bring in, if Mike Schwartz doesn't work out, bring in the next guy. It's going to be the same thing.
It has been for quite a while. That's been consistent. That's what makes me kind of dismiss the coaching part. Not because I was a coach. I didn't get it done while I was here.
But the part you said, and look at your resume. Coaches having success elsewhere.
Yeah,
They can't do it here. There's the common denominator is this
here.
place.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of been my point when we argue these things, and I still try to be objective about those things too.
let's see. Eric says there's been multiple administration groups that haven't cared. It's not there. Face it, putting all the eggs in the football basket is mostly to blame, and that's fine, but accept the consequences of it. That according to...
And again, one person in the administration caring or two people in the administration caring
Not enough.
is not enough. Everybody has to understand from the top, this is going to be important, and we have to do everything we can to support them.
Brad says money and fan support. Two issues.
That's certainly right at the top of the list, isn't it?
Jag says, Clip, I love you, but getting bounced in the 65-66 seeds and going to Omaha, bro, you are silly. All I have to say about that is, Jack, I don't love you, and I don't want you to love me.
Wow. People,
Jack's a nice guy.
people clicking the dials, changing the dial as we speak.
Do you love him?
Yeah. I love anybody that supports Pirate Radio.
Really?
Yeah.
No matter if they're a murderer or what, you love them. Wow. All
Jack,
right.
you're not a murderer, are you?
Cool. No matter what they do, you love them.
Well, there needs to be a background check.
No matter how many times they call you a big, gigantic skull head, you'll love them because they support
there
Pirate
needs to be
Radio.
a background check.
Okay, all right. Jack, I love you, even though Chandler doesn't. We'll take a break. More with Mac McCarthy. Do you have more questions?
Oh, yeah, I got questions.
Thanks for getting me super depressed with ECU basketball, Coach. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
His name was Steve, her name was Tina.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in Uptown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com, the golf capital of the world. Hosts Mark Greenhelch and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
It's bow time. Chicken or biscuits? That's an impossible choice. How can you decide between Bojangles' perfectly crispy, boldly seasoned chicken or their fluffy, made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuits? Well, the good news is you don't have to. With a Cajun chicken filet biscuit, you get the best of both worlds. An all-white meat chicken breast marinated with a bold blend of seasonings and served up on a fluffy, golden buttermilk biscuit. When it comes to real-deal Southern flavor, there's no reason you can't have it all. Order a Cajun chicken filet biscuit today. It's bow time.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Say say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? Settling down, would you marry me?
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. And you can shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com, or you can visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Johnny Stats, Johnny Robertson says, Coach Mack's resume would start with beating SEC teams back-to-back in his first 2 road games of his career.
stats to consider.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is. It is. Although one technically wasn't a true road game, but we did win in Starkville and then went to Birmingham for a tournament and beat Ole Miss. Yeah, we did.
There you go.
We did. We had some really good wins against SEC teams. We were down 23-4 in Starkville the night before the Egg Bowl. So the place is nuts, sold out, going crazy. They're up 23-4, and
good God,
and we just kicked that butt.
Wait, they're up 23-4?
Yeah.
And you came all the way back?
Kick butt?
In a beautiful game of 43-42.
Aesthetically pleasing.
No, it wasn't. It was just a horrible basketball game, which we happened to win.
Coach Mack sent me a question or a stat, a tidbit that I used at trivia last week. I don't know if you were there yet, Chandler, but it was Damon Stoudemire, Mighty Mouse, third coach in the last 30 years to beat Duke and North Carolina in the same season, in his debut season. The other two, were you there during that question?
Yes, I just can't remember who it was.
Well, they coached the same school. And one of them is there currently. And the answers were Kevin Keats and Sidney Lowe. To which I replied, I know one guy Sidney Lowe couldn't beat. Mack McCarthy.
Yeah, no, he couldn't.
In Minges Coliseum. The last time an ACC team will ever come here. Thanks a lot, Coach. That'll never happen again.
I apologize. The new folks that didn't get to attend that game, I'm sorry, you won't get to see another one.
If you could have just lost by 1 or 5, we could have had another one in here.
Yep.
But nope, you had to go win it.
We could have. Sam Hennett and James Ligon and
Sam had 30.
So some of those guys had different plans.
That was awesome. Really, really fun night in Minges Coliseum, and we'll have another one of those this year. Not to that degree, but ECU will beat Memphis or Charlotte or somebody at home.
It happens every year.
They've got a tough stretch coming up, don't they? Some folks that they haven't beaten and some big names.
They're going to go out to UTSA coming up this weekend.
Might get that one.
And very winnable. And let's look at this stretch for East Carolina coming up. 11-12, 4-6 in American play. At UTSA, they get Wichita.
They beat them already.
So going for the Wichita sweep.
There you go.
Actually, they got somewhat of an easy stretch because then you throw in Tulane. They're a pretty good team.
Can we make it 3 times this year that we go back-to-back wins?
Yes. Beat UTSA, beat Wichita, and then another home game for a chance to win 3 in a row against the Fighting Corey Glores and Tulane. The Pirates
pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
They've got, and of course, the assistant coach, familiar name for Pirate fans, Darryl LeBerry is on that staff.
Wow, big Coach LeBerry fan. At Rice after that.
Winnable.
Yeah. Then they got Memphis at home. And the last 3.
Memphis lost 3 in a row.
Memphis loses to everybody. They almost lost to Wichita, beat them by 1 over the weekend. Last 3 at North Texas, at SMU, and then Charlotte at home. Tough way to end the season.
Charlotte's really gotten things going in a hurry.
Shout out, no doubt, Kim McNeil, 2 in a row.
Good win,
for them, and a blowout win on the road.
Beat Wichita.
So they got it going right now. All right.
Even with a couple girls still out, right?
Oh, and out for the entire year.
Yeah, I saw one on a scooter and one on crutches. That wasn't a good look.
Not a good sign. Coach Mack, you got any questions? I did want to say something. I got good news and bad news.
Okay.
The bad news is forgot to watch you on CBS Sports Network on Saturday. But, Sean, you probably did, right?
No, I did not.
All right, okay.
He gets Hulu. He didn't.
Good news is I won't critique you today. I won't tell you how bad you did.
Yeah, I was really good for part of it, and some of it, we had some issues. But we had a remote production where the producer was actually in a studio in Baltimore, Maryland, which was a little bit odd. But I watched it in its entirety, which I try to do of most of my games, and it came across pretty good. There were some hiccups along the way. Had a good game though. We had what is becoming a rivalry. Elon and North Carolina A&T being 15 miles apart, but they haven't really bought in at A&T that this is a rivalry yet. They had a sellout crowd on Thursday night against Hampton in a really exciting game. The old MEAC rivalry is now a CAA rivalry.
Yeah,
but then
that's where A&T is now. I was going to say they've moved. Where's A&T? What conference?
The CAA.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. Which is now the Coastal Athletic Conference instead of the Colonial Athletic Association. But yeah, didn't have a huge crowd, although they did get into it. They were down. I want to say they were down 21 and came all the way back to within one, and we had an exciting finish, which always makes for a pretty good broadcast.
So you mentioned remote production. Were you, like, during the COVID times, did you do any remote broadcasting?
I never did a remote broadcast. Okay. I did many broadcasts where I was at the table and the play-by-play guy was remote.
Really?
Which is really weird.
That is odd, yeah.
But I have not yet had to do.
How did that go for you? Did you ever figure it out? Yeah.
No, sometimes when they're doing remote broadcasts now, that you'll have Zoom, but we didn't have the Zoom option for those, so we were just talking all over each other. You can imagine, it's sort of like goes on in here.
Remember Jeff did games at the stadium, road games years ago?
Yep, I remember.
So even for away games, he'd come in here on the pregame because all he had to do was head over to the stadium.
The first I ever heard of a remote broadcast was touring Fenway Park, and they were playing an away game, and they had I don't know if it was Hispanic announcers or the Japanese announcers, but they had an international announcer that didn't travel but still did all the games, and they were doing it live from the press box in Fenway.
Watching it on a monitor.
Yeah.
What year was that? When was that?
Gosh, not 20 years ago, 15 years ago.
Okay. And then it became somewhat practical, I guess.
Yeah, and necessary during COVID, but I don't get it now, and we see it way too often. You cannot possibly do as good a job remotely as you can in person.
What games you got this week?
I have a big game Thursday on the radio, Virginia Tech against NC State women, and that'll be NC State's number 3, Virginia Tech's number 17, and Virginia Tech's in first place. NC State's a half game behind. They had the big game with the K-Yow Play for K game last night where they beat Louisville pretty handily. And then I've got Virginia Tech in a home game against Boston College on Sunday on ACC Network Extra.
Good stuff. As we come down the stretch here, do they get good crowds for Virginia Tech women with the success they've had? Or
they were sold out in season tickets, and down the stretch, I know the Duke game is sold out. Carolina is sold out. And Courtney Banghart, the North Carolina coach, keeps saying the wrong thing about crowds and everything else. She got
5,000 here, 5,000.
Yeah, and all of that was incorrect. Like she said, Virginia Tech won't sell out. They have 11,000 seats. Well, they have 8,975 seats, and it is sold out already for her. And she said they won't sell it out when we go up there. And I don't even know what her point was, but
I thought she was trying to give NC State a slight, but she was giving everybody slights.
Oh, she was giving everybody,
okay.
Yeah. And then she went on to say they won't sell that game out when we go to Virginia Tech because they have 11,000. Again, they don't have 11,000 seats, and that's senior night for Liz Kitley and Kayla King, who have been the foundation of the program for the last 5 years and the 2-time Player of the Year. There's no way that wouldn't be sold out. So I don't know why she keeps saying things like that. She made fun of the gym at North Carolina, and then she called their fans classless, and she stepped in it a few times, and she's really an outstanding coach.
Yeah. All right, Coach Mack, you got any questions today? I love your questions or topics.
I got a lot of questions, but this one's not so much a question, although I guess it is. I was trying to go back to college football, which everybody loves. I was trying to rank the top quarterback transfers in this class.
Oh, wow.
And I ranked the top 12, but I would be more interested in where mine fit in relation to who you all think.
I would have to look at a list.
Well, I can give you a list.
Okay.
Will Howard to Ohio State was the top of my list. Partly, but not because he's the best quarterback in the class, but because he's going to a place with more good players than everybody
where every quarterback just succeeds.
Yeah, even Kyle McCord had incredible numbers, but he just didn't beat Michigan 2 years in a row. Well, this year in particular, he didn't beat Michigan. He was my number one. Number two was Dylan Gabriel going to Oregon. They might be the second best team in the Big Ten next year, which is really weird to say, right? Because they have a whole lot of people back. Have had a great recruiting class in the portal and the incoming freshmen. My third, again, more about to do with the people that he's going to be surrounded by than himself, is Riley Leonard from Duke going to Notre Dame.
So that's the name I'm looking at a list that popped off to me because it's more about me seeing him play too and how impressed I was with him. And like you said, he's going to have a lot to work with there, more so than he did at Duke. So he would be one, but it's hard not to put somebody going into that Buckeye situation number one.
That's why I kind of lean that way. And the same thing with Gabriel to Oregon. The next guy I had on my list, I probably had higher than some other people do, but I've got Grayson McCall from Coastal going to NC State.
That's interesting. I feel like because he had a lot of people exodus around him, right? Because his career's kind of gone like a roller coaster a little bit.
And did he enter the transfer portal last year and then come back out?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
But he was hotter 2 years ago than he was last year, right?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
The next one I got is a little bit under the radar, too, because he hasn't played very much at all, and that's Brock Vandergrift going to Kentucky.
I don't know anything about him.
Well, he was a five-star guy sitting on the bench, and then when Beck didn't leave, transfer or go to the NFL, I guess, then he pulled the trigger and decided to go to Kentucky.
I'm surprised you haven't mentioned a name yet.
Well, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Cam Ward to Miami, I think is a big one because, again, they have really good players and they have underperformed like crazy. KJ Jefferson, I think, is a good one.
Where'd he go?
Going to Central Florida.
Okay.
And I think they do special things with quarterbacks down there, and I'll be surprised if he doesn't really do well. Will Rogers to Washington.
That's the name I was waiting for because you talked about him.
A lot of people have left Washington, and all those receivers are gone.
Okay.
Tyler Van Dyke to Wisconsin, Max Johnson to UNC, DJU to Florida State. Could have been higher on the list. And then my last one, just because I don't know what they've got surrounding him, is Kyle McCord at Syracuse.
Where's Caton Hauser on your list?
He's on the list.
He's right. He's on it. I almost feel like and this is what we probably should do, but we're ranking opportunities and circumstances more so than the quarterback's talent.
Because it's going to have a lot of impact on how they perform.
Yeah, definitely. The Ohio State's got to be number one. Well, who is Julian Sayin?
Julian Sayin is a five-star recruit, and I wouldn't be shocked if he beats out Will Howard. That's how good he is.
So Ohio State once again has
He was committed to Alabama and then bolted when Saban retired.
Did you mention DJ Uiagalelei?
I did.
At the end, yeah.
And I said he could be higher than that, but again, Florida State's lost a lot.
I think I see it on your list. I want to ask you about NASCAR. What's the opposite of postponing? Foreponing? I don't know if I've ever seen it.
That's dirty, isn't it?
Don't go to that website. We'll talk about that from over the weekend and have more for you. Pirate Radio Live, more with Coach Mack after this.
Dreaming my eye in a prayer. My eye, what you say? Should have been a cowboy.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music, Monday through Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday, we have line dancing from 7 to 9, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date information and band schedules. Y'all come get bucked up.
Aces for Autism, a nonprofit, is here to provide opportunities for individuals with autism and their families. A place of hope, joy, and success. Whether it's helping a child make their first sound or preparing a young adult for vocational opportunities, we provide support where it wasn't available before. You can help us support families by supporting Aces for Autism's Team Together campaign. There are many ways to participate, such as buying a brick or sponsoring a room. To learn more about our state-of-the-art facility, visit acestogether.com.
The Holton Ayler Show.
ECU legend, Coach Ruffin McNeil. What was that like being on the opposite side, coaching against us? I know you were pulling for us a little bit, Coach. I know you had to have been.
You know what? It was the strangest day. I mean, I'm getting my 45th year coaching. I've never been in that stadium as an opponent.
Yep.
I've always been on the home sideline. As a player, as a coach, man, I was just in a zone a little bit. Both teams competed hard. It's always been a hard-nosed rivalry since I was a player.
The Holton Ayler Show, Thursdays and Fridays at 6, and available on the Pirate Radio TV YouTube channel.
When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. This is Jay from Villa Verde, inviting you to come by and try one of our amazing empanadas. Our famous red snappers, grouper bites, seafood paella, Cuban sandwiches, and much, much more. Relax on the patio with a fresh mojito or a cold beer while enjoying one of our out-of-this-world desserts, like our rum pineapple cake or our famous tres leches. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good, and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Here today with Tracy Ayers from ENC Pirate Realty, and you guys are more than real estate agents.
Right. We also do homeowners association management, and this is for communities that have a need for professional management. We provide services that include accounting, dues collection, inspections, and maintenance of your community. Protecting your property value is important, and having professional HOA management will protect your investment now and in the future. If you have real estate or HOA management questions, contact us at encpiraterealty.com. Go Pirates!
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates!
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low, low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
What's up? This is Bryson Worrell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
I got to learn to turn his mic off. Welcome back to the show. Are you in outside sales and looking for an opportunity to increase your earning potential? Copy Pro has been in Eastern North Carolina for over 45 years. And continues to grow each year, and they are in need of more sales professionals with a desire to potentially make a six-figure income. Do you have what it takes? Visit copypro.net today to submit your resume and to learn more. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Gotta draw a hard line, and when the gun smoke settles, we'll sing a victory tune. R.I.P. Toby Keith.
Man.
What's your favorite Toby Keith song?
Probably courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue.
Okay. Coach Mack?
Not that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want to talk about me.
Okay, that's a good one.
That one and Who's Your Daddy?
Interns, do y'all have favorite Toby Keith songs?
Oh, Lord. Here you go.
Delaney?
First. Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue and Who's Your Daddy?
All right. Zach?
Should have been a cowboy.
Great song, but just the fact that Cowboy fans like it. I hate the Cowboys, but it's a great song. It's a great song.
Do you even know who Toby Keith is?
Toby Keith won an award.
No, Red Solo Cup though.
Yeah, Red Solo Cup is a good
That's
one.
what people say if they don't know who Toby Keith is.
Oh!
Huh?
Yeah, I don't think you heard that. I'm going to go with my favorite, I Ain't As Good As I Once Was.
I ain't as good as I once was.
I was good.
That is on the playlist for today, by the way.
Is Beer from My
As I ever
there?
was. That's in my top
Dude,
5.
We just played it. Like,
Oh,
literally,
that's
that
true.
was
That's
the
why I was
bumper
thinking
coming
of
back
it.
into
That's
the show.
why I was thinking of it.
You are something else. A song you just heard 15 seconds ago, that's why you're thinking of it.
Yeah.
That's why it's on the brain.
No, I was asking, is it in y'all's top 5?
Okay, that's what I thought you were asking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
And
it
I
your
said
top
it
5?
was, yes.
Your top 5?
I'm still trying to get you over you having subliminal thoughts over here.
What? I'm asking a question.
Let the man ask a question.
Let me ask a question.
I like Old Toby. I wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then.
That's really, really good.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
So, R.I.P. Toby Keith. What are your favorites? Let us know on the hotline. All right. Grimes on Bigfoot. I love this bar. That's a great one. They got winners. They got losers.
I love this bar.
Chain smokers and boozers. Coach Mack, you got any more questions? We got a few minutes left.
What about NASCAR? You talked about moving the race up. I don't know that that's ever been done. They have a
What was the attendance for that?
0, right next to 0. Whatever is right, whatever is not 0, but just above there.
And they threw it on TV, I guess.
They did.
Fox Sports 1 or something.
They did, and interrupted some basketball, I think, along the way, but probably not to the chagrin of anybody that was watching whatever that was supposed to be.
Well, I didn't watch any of it. I did think it was pretty radical when I saw that announcement on Saturday that, hey, it's coming up tonight instead of tomorrow.
I watched every minute of it, every lap of it.
Did you hate watch it?
Yes, it's a gimmick, and I hate watched it. But if it's NASCAR and it's on TV, I'm watching. By golly!
So Daytona is next week.
Not this Sunday, but next Sunday.
So what's this weekend?
Nothing. They got to get back from California.
Okay, a lot of driving, and then they'll do the trucks next Friday. I almost called it Nextel. What's the Xfinity?
Yeah.
On Saturday, and then Daytona 500 Sunday.
There you go.
All right, I'm excited. We'll have to do a pool or something.
I'm in a bunch of pools. One with Brian Meador and Brad Coleman, and one with just Meador. And we've run a couple people out. JJ McLam lost so much money he's not allowed to be in the pool anymore. And we had to fire Greg Pierce for not caring, from the pool. So we've narrowed it down. But
Coach Mack, will you swim in my pool? All right. I'll take that as a yes.
Don't answer.
What else you got?
Anything.
I'll be glad to get in the NASCAR pool.
There we go. That's what I wanted. All right. Anything else?
Super Bowl. Who wins? Are you betting on the game? I know you're betting something.
I'm
betting quite a few.
I'm hate betting the Chiefs. I don't want them to win, but
just like straight up minus the points.
Well, I get plus the points in this case.
Yeah.
So give me the Chiefs. In fact, if you want to get exotic, Coach, give me alternate line, Chiefs minus 2.5. You'll get even more on the back end of it.
I like that. You going to take that?
Yeah. Chiefs minus 2.5. I don't know what the odds will be, but
I'm going to go Niners just because I think they can win, and I want Christian McCaffrey and Steve Wilkes to get theirs.
Well, I want them to, but you think
I also
they will.
just said that I think they can win the football game because of the weapons they have. This Chiefs
that's
great.
That's why I thought that, because you just said it.
Would a win here put Mahomes in the Hall of Fame, or is he already in the Hall of Fame?
Coach Mike, get the hell out of here.
Okay.
No, don't. Patrick Mahomes is already in the Hall of Fame.
He's the Hall of Fame.
That's why I asked the question.
Well, I think it's a simple one to answer.
Okay.
You need to start asking.
I apologize.
Hey,
I don't get on your dumb answers.
I don't know about that, Coach.
Oh, mentally I do.
You give
but
it to
not
me.
out loud.
You give it to me. I think the question is, when do we start talking about him with Brady? If he wins this one, if he wins another one, I think that's more so than Hall of Fame. What do you think about that?
He's got 2.
Yeah, he's going for his
2 and 3
is his
trips.
4th Super Bowl appearance.
And
Yeah.
Eli has 2.
Yeah.
He in the Hall of Fame?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Eli Manning, a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. At least you were consistent.
Yeah, he's in. But Patrick Mahomes is way better than Eli Manning. I think at some point, like if he keeps winning and keeping these other guys from winning, like all these great quarterbacks in the AFC, you're going to have to look at Mahomes as one of the best all time.
The best.
He's got a ways to go.
That's so much recentism. It's unbelievable.
How old is he? I mean, let's look at that.
He is 28.
28.
He's got a good 8 years. And then he can play until he's 40 like these other guys.
Yeah.
And start ring shopping like Brady did and go to a good team like he went to Tampa.
Is he older than you?
Yeah, about 3 years.
You got 3 years. You better pick it up, son. You better pick it up.
I'm going to start training tomorrow. I'm actually going to do some cardio playing some basketball.
Coach Mack, upset tonight. I didn't call for the upset, Chandler, so I'm not going to claim I did. But what did I say? Emotional letdown. Kansas just had a huge win against Houston. Be weary of that line and that game against K-State. All right, Coach Mack, South Carolina at home against Ole Miss tonight. Gamecocks take care of business?
Take care of business.
I do want to give you credit, too. Last week, there was some funky lines, and I was like, Coach, when the lines are this funky, you got to go with what feels funky. You said no, and you were right on all cases. North Carolina at home against Clemson, coming off an emotional win, but they are at home. They take care of business.
And Clemson can't beat North Carolina in Chapel Hill ever.
Houston, big favorites at home against OK State. My upset of the night, Dayton goes down. Dayton falls on the road at St. Joe's.
Doesn't happen.
All right. Coach Mack and Zach say no. BYU on the road at Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a favorite in that game.
Yeah, well, they should be.
Texas Tech Baylor in Waco. Who you liking that one, Coach?
I'm liking Texas Tech. They dropped a bad one last week to TCU, but I like them.
All right. Good slate of games on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck. Coach Mack, enjoyed it as always. We will talk to you next week.
I'll be here.
All right. There is Mac McCarthy. Hour 1, Pirate Radio Live. We got more coming up after this.
The arrival of a new year offers many the hope for a fresh beginning that presents exciting opportunities for a rewarding future. Pitt County Schools encourages you to become engaged with an award-winning school system that is centered around educational and leadership advantages because we are hiring. If you are looking for a great place to work that offers competitive pay, advancement opportunities, and personal growth, we invite you to join our team to help ensure success for the posterity of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. Help us grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and one community, as education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools, where we engage, empower, and elevate.
This is your What's New update brought to you by Greenville Auto World. What's new? Greenville Auto World has new owners and is part of the DriveHereNow.com team of dealerships. New owner Tommy Cook and his team have 4 dealerships with a fully stocked inventory, over 200 SUVs, trucks, cars, and over 50 lenders, and has financing for anybody. Get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 at Bells Fork across from Speedway. Pirates supporting pirates.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Love is in the air at your CBD store. Get a free 5-day starter pack with any purchase over $60. Just mention Love Month. Be sure to try their THCA flower, pre-rolls, and Delta 8 Mike Tyson ear-shaped gummies. Did you know their gummies are #1 in the world? If you are struggling with sleep, anxiety, or pain, the CBD specialist at your CBD store can help. Their unique boutique also carries pet products, gifts, jewelry, and more. Visit your CBD store for Love Month. Located at 420 East Arlington Boulevard, open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 7. Go Pirates!
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you heard? Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join DriveHereNow.com. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and a proud supporter of the Pirates. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, Hour 2 of the show. Clip Rock, John, Shirley, Alex, Delaney, Zach. Why is Drake trending? Just kidding. Zach said something right before we went on the air that maybe he'll be able to show us tomorrow in person.
Oh, you are not going to put me on the spot like that.
You can't just come out and say I dunked for the first time. What did you tell us?
I dunked for the first time over Christmas break.
On a 10-foot
rim. I've been trying
with a real ball, like a men's ball. You dunked
for the first time. I've been trying for so long.
Well, first of all, that's awesome. That's something I'll never be able to accomplish in my life. So that is a huge accomplishment.
And I've tried to video it so many times in the rec here and never done it. I went home, went to my the home place where I play. I did it first try with no camera recording. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Is that so? Did you do it after that?
I tried again, and I couldn't get it. I was like, are you kidding me?
So you really had that one shining jump.
I really did. My legs just worked extra special on that one.
Well, Zach and the interns may be out helping us out at the basketball game tomorrow, but
sweet,
we'll see Zach get up. I will not be dunking on Chandler. Chandler, will you be dunking tomorrow?
Absolutely not.
All right. Let's talk to a former basketball player who joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line. We know him as a baseball guy, but he was a hooper as well. Mike Mullis joins us. What's up, Mully?
Hey, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing great. And Chandler, what did I say to you yesterday? I wish we could do a stream of us watching a ball game with Mully
In Mully's little spot there?
in the Mully section at Clark LeClaire. I had fun on Sunday, Mully.
Yeah, it was good, and it was good to see you guys out. Good crowds Saturday and Sunday. I mean, I'm sitting there thinking there's a lot of schools that won't play in front of the size crowds that show up to the Pirates scrimmage games. It's pretty cool, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Look, it is early February. Haven't got to the season yet, but we're kind of making claims on who we think's gonna have a big year this year, what the team's gonna look like. And Mully, you can change this sentiment as the season goes along when we see some real games. But we always like to say, what's the identity of this team heading into a season? And for years, it has been defense, it's been pitching, it's been kind of gritty, gutty. And I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but I believe you are thinking that this has potential to be a team that's going to put up a lot of runs and maybe have a different identity than ECU baseball teams of the past.
Yeah, look, man, I think a couple things. Number one, with the new hitting approach, and I say approach, with the new commitment to the offensive side of the baseball, and the change there with the hitting coach, man, just watching the dedication and the commitment that the guys have to doing what they're being asked to do. I mean, they're just not wasting swings either in BP or in games. You honestly don't see many fly balls. You see a lot of line drives back to the heart of the field and all those things that kind of warm a coach's heart. And at the same time, you see guys like Wilcoxon smokes a ball out of the park, line drive off the little flagpole, and then later on in the same scrimmage stays on one the other way and hits it out of the park. So, the fans will still get to see their home runs. I don't know if we'll see the big towering, majestic home runs as much as we've seen in past years, but I expect to see a lot of balls hit really hard. And I'm going to tell you the other wild card. They have as much team speed as I've ever seen on the field, for at Clark LeClaire or even back to the Harrington days. I mean, some guys that can really, really run, and just the intent with which they run the bases. I think you're looking at a team that's going to be up there pretty good when it comes to the end of the year as it relates to stolen bases and even into just extra base kind of hustle categories. So yeah, man, I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. If it's kind of ironic and funny how athletics are. If there's a part that may concern you a little bit right now, would be a little bit of the cleanliness of the defense, but you have to factor in these inter-squad games, you've got freshmen playing in spots that they're just trying to get used to, and guys that figure to be depth guys at least for this season, out there as starters. So I think when you put the starting 9 out there, the starting 8 defensively, I think that those woes will kind of take care of themselves. But yeah, Clipper, to your point, I think that's going to be led by Carter Cunningham. He's my pick to click, and at least that was the case maybe prior to watching Riley Johnson 3 for 3 on Sunday with 2 singles and a tank. So, I think Riley has got to be a really, I say pleasant surprise, but welcome addition return, from a healthy Riley.
Mully, it's a good thing when I can count the fly balls in my head that I saw on Sunday while I was out there. And one was a Riley Johnson home run. One was a Dixon Williams ground rule double. One was Carter Cunningham robbing Wilcoxon of a home run at the wall. And the other 2, a lazy fly to center. And then we had a collision in right field. And they'll have to clean up communication on that one. But other than that, Mully, it was all line drives and ground balls, which sometimes pitchers are trying to induce those ground balls, so that can be a good thing with pitching. But line drives, ground balls, I mean, that's what they want, and we saw a ton of that on Sunday, and kind of speaks to what you were talking about. Riley Johnson, Carter Cunningham really hitting the ball well, Dixon hitting the ball well, and you've got some guys that you're really excited about going into the season. What is it about Wilcoxon in February? He loves this time of year, Mully, it looks like.
Yeah, when he carried it, you look at his last 2 falls and then the season he had last year, and what makes it remarkable what he did offensively is what he had to do defensively with, McCrystal being banged up a little bit and not necessarily a ton of depth behind the plate. He had to catch a lot of games, and it's not by accident that they talk about catchers and hitting and when you lose your legs, it's a obviously big source of your stability and kind of where a lot of the pop and speed from the swing is generated. So, those legs take a beating, and he still managed to put up really good numbers, and I wouldn't expect anything different this year. I think he's a double-digit home run guy, and maybe even we might see him flirt with, getting north of 15. So you're right. He likes the cooler months, and again, it did a really nice job of maintaining. And I think that only gets better this year with a healthy McCrystal, and then a capable defensive replacement in the freshman.
Talking to Mike Mullis. Coming up in just a little bit, you'll hear from Ryan McCrystal and Jacob Jenkins-Coward. I talked to Wyatt Lunsford-Shankman yesterday, Mully, and asked him about the pitching winning the weekend. He said, the hitting winning the weekend. And Wyatt said that was the case for the most part. I brought that over to McCrystal today, and he said all I could think about was Wyatt shutting me down and me going 0-2, 0 for 2 against him. Sounds like Wyatt maybe won the weekend from an individual pitching standpoint. How about other arms, Mully? We talk about the great hitting from the scrimmage over the weekend. Any other arms stand out to you?
I thought Jade Winter looked good. He's definitely a different look in the hard breaking ball and kind of the funky delivery. The transfer, and I'm losing his name right now, from G-Dub, from George Washington. Kind of an interesting
Chris
guy.
Kaler.
He's not Chris Kaler. There you go. Doesn't necessarily have overpowering stuff, but works with like extreme pace and makes it very difficult for a hitter to get comfortable in the box against them. So, I really all four of the guys that started for each of the teams in the scrimmage this weekend, I don't think you're scared of running any of them out there at any point. And obviously we saw the Pirate Radio favorite in Danny Beal out of the pen twice this weekend. And Danny, per his admission, hey, I didn't necessarily have my best stuff, but, he just went out and collected outs and got some soft contact. He actually was the beneficiary of one of the lazy fly balls on Sunday. So, look, you gotta like where they're at. You gotta like where the club is, and I will tell you, and I've said it fairly publicly or when asked. I like where this club is going into the season. And a lot of people look at the schedule and go, okay, they open up with Ryder, but let's not forget Ryder was in that Coastal Carolina regional last year, beating Coastal in extras in the first game, and then losing a heartbreaker to Duke in extras. And they're going to be games. Now they've had some roster turnover, but nonetheless, I think the Pirates will be somewhat at least tested, opening weekend.
Yeah, and by the way, Mully has not always been this optimistic going into a year. Always thinks ECU is going to be good, but a little extra oomph to Mully's predictions this year. Mully, a question from young Joey on YouTube. What's up, Joey? He says, who starts more games this year, Norby or Beal? The new Norby and Danny Beal both, I would think, looked at as bullpen guys, but could be midweek guys. What do you think they do with Norby this year, Mully? You heard anything about him?
Well, no, you know what? I think Norby may be last year's Root. I think he's a guy that you see in one role early, and then, you get late into the season, maybe even like we saw last year into the conference tournament, and you've got to kind of have that spot start. And look, I really don't think you see Danny much. I think he has earned the right to kind of, I don't want to say dictate his role, because obviously that's not the case, but he's earned the right to have a preference. And I think the staff appreciates the fact that he wants to be that back end guy. And I'm going to tell you, from having put together pitching staffs, that guy who's going to hold that role down has got to be one that really relishes that opportunity to come out and, in leverage situations to give you a chance to win a game or at least hold a lead. So if I had to pick between the two, I would think Norby would have more starts potentially, but I don't think it'll be a crazy number of starts. But again, all that prefaced by let's see how it goes as far as staying healthy.
Mike Mullis joining us here. Joey claims he told Jenny that Norby's the new Root. Is Mully and Joey our greatest baseball minds we have around here, Chandler?
They could be.
Is that the case? All right. Let's go to Jamie. He says, and we'll switch gears a little bit, Mully. He said, saw Clayton Kershaw's coming back this year. Best pitcher in baseball right now, or has he been passed? And all time, how do you compare him to the greats? What do you think about Clayton Kershaw in 2024 and Clayton Kershaw all time, Mully?
I think the problem is the taste in your mouth when you get a thought of Clayton Kershaw in the postseason. He's obviously had a Hall of Fame type career. He's really good. You got to expect it's going to be a diminishing product, but who knows with these guys? They sometimes seem to reinvent themselves, but it's been that the overall lack of postseason success. Although
Mully,
he has had some more recently. But historically, that's not been his strong suit.
Does Clayton Kershaw have a COVID ring or a World Series ring?
Hey, buddy, it says World Series.
Okay, I know. Some people call it phony and fake. I was just seeing where you stand on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a huge that played right into his hand because he didn't have to survive.
Yeah.
The number of outings. So theoretically, where he was physically was more like where he would be. 2/3 of the way through the season.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the same thing holds true with all the COVID championships. If it's, the Lakers in the bubble or whatever, I mean, they all kind of have a little bit of lack of luster.
Mike Mullis joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. Mully, Chiefs and Niners. What you think about the Super Bowl?
Man, I think I'm like everybody else in the country, or at least 9 out of 10. Like I feel like it'll be the Chiefs. I wish it were to be the 49ers, but man, the Chiefs are just playing so well, and I have, as I've said several times to you both on and off the air, I've got Chief lag. I've kind of had enough, and even to the point where in media day they're talking to Kelsey about Taylor Swift, and of course he rolls into how it's been so good for the NFL to introduce this new fan base of, younger, primarily young ladies that are now watching football with their dads. I mean, and I think that's, I think that's a bit of a stretch. I don't, maybe that happens. I don't know, but anyway, I hope that the 49ers can pull it out. But the Chiefs are playing really, really well right now. The interesting thing with the Chiefs, that my caveat to that will be, there is a little bit of contention with some of the wideouts that, does that end up playing a role? I don't know.
Mike Mullis joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line, fun time of the year. Getting ready for Pirate Baseball. Got the Super Bowl, college hoops cranking up towards the end of the regular season. So, great time. What, Chad, did you have a question for Mully? Because my question was not about baseball, you skip it. All right, hold on, Chad. Hold on, Mully. If I see Mully out in the wild, would he punch me in the face if I ask him for a selfie? Okay, interesting question.
No.
Yeah.
Be honored.
Yeah, honestly, Chad, I kind of feel where you're coming from. I was nervous to ask Mully for a selfie at his birthday, and he was the most pleasant guy ever. Yeah, come on, pal. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where this history comes from. I've always been just to try to just be a ray of sunshine.
Okay. And I will say this, though. You are not a violent man, or at least I've never been when I'm around.
No, it's full for that.
Mully, good stuff. Enjoyed it. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, y'all take care.
All right. If y'all see Mully in public, he will give you a selfie. Now I want to see all the Mully selfies. I want everybody to have a selfie with Mully. Steve says, can I video this game tomorrow, Clippo? How should we do the video rights to this game?
I have no idea. I feel like there's so many people that want to do it.
See, I've thought about, I know what I want to do, and Big Dog's really busy. I don't want to put this on his plate. Jenny said she could do some video type editing. I would like to.
You want to go live on Facebook and YouTube?
Well, what I'd really like to do if I lived in a perfect world would be to film it have multiple cameras, multiple angles, multiple shots. Put it all together. Don't spoil who wins, and put it all together in a big produced piece. Perfect world. But we don't live in that perfect world. So
No, we don't. Nobody does.
Steve, we'll talk about that tomorrow with you. But yeah, that's a possibility. Just bring a ball. Ellerby has walked in.
That must mean
That means somebody's getting fired, or there's other big news afloat.
Chandler, can I see you in my office?
Sure.
I've got breaking news. You can see it on our social media right now. Hot off the press.
It's local politics, bud.
We have... You guys talk.
We have brand new, it's local politics, bud t-shirts with the Holt Naylor Show logo on the back. Is that right, Ellerby? Pirate Radio logo on the arm.
You getting that?
It's local politics, bud. And big, bold purple and gold. Ride it. Shirts available now, Ellerby?
They're going to be available during the 5 o'clock hour on Wednesday when it's the Holt Naylor Show takeover right here on Pirate Radio Live. We're going to be taking your phone calls. I know Holton is desperate to find the local politics bud guy. So if he will call in, or if someone knows him and can contact, give us his whereabouts. We're going to be having some giveaways during the show during the 5 o'clock hour on Wednesday. So it's the Holt Naylor Show takeover. These just are hot off the press from our friends at University Sportswear.
Nice.
Wanted to come in and show it real quick because I know you guys have an action-packed show, but I thought I would break in before your next commercial break and show it to our audience. So hopefully the good news is, Chandler, you're not fired. You can still work here. But
awesome.
You need to help out during the Holton Naylor Show tomorrow at 5 o'clock right here on Pirate Radio. And then Thursday, they got a big guest for episode 5, Shane Carden.
The old Captain will be in, so that'll be good. All right, it's local politics, bud. Crazy that Holt Naylor's has seen a Bigfoot, but we can't find this guy.
And is there a connection?
People are asking, Ellerby.
He's Grimesland Bigfoot on YouTube.
Grimesland Bigfoot has been spotted by Holt Naylor's.
Let's take a break. When we return, Jacob Jenkins-Cowart, Ryan McCrystal joined us. We'll talk some more Pirate baseball on a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Now Red Solo Cup is the best receptacle for barbecues, tailgates, fairs, festivals. You, sir, do not have a pair of testicles if you prefer drinking from glass.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. It's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell. Our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
Seared Shop House, Greenville's go-to restaurant for premium scratch-made entrees, paired with an impressive selection of wines and cocktails. Seared Shop House. Whether you're celebrating an anniversary, birthday, a special night out, or just want to have the best meal in town, come see why Seared is the place where great atmosphere and great food collide. Seared is now open for lunch Monday through Friday, and be sure to stop in for the best brunch in town Saturday and Sunday. They also offer pickup and delivery. Head to SearedShopHouse.com for online ordering.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear is your one-stop shop to help promote your business and always provide superior customer service. No matter what apparel you need for your team or customers, University Sportswear can make it happen. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. University Sportswear, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Cliff Godwin, the head baseball coach at East Carolina University. I've been a Pirate Club member since I graduated in 2001, and you should too. By joining the Pirate Club, you become part of a family that helps our student athletes flourish on and off the field. When you enroll as a member, you're not just getting a membership, you're getting a front row seat to the action. To join, visit ecupirateclub.com or call 252-737-4540 today. Go Pirates.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in Uptown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio 1250 and 930.
Remember, in a pirate ship, in pirate waters, in a pirate world, ask no questions. Believe only what you see.
Pirate Radio 1250 and 930. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. And Bud Light reminds Pirate fans to always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
Alrighty, back with you on Pirate Radio Live. Wish that conversation with Joey during the break was on the air.
Yep.
The 13 conspiracy theory going around. Y'all seen that? I saw something online about it.
Involving Taylor Swift and Travis. Yeah.
See if I can find it real quick.
I mean, it is interesting if you go by that, what do they call them? Numbergrams or something? I forget what they call them.
It's all pretty bogus, but Joey's a full-blown conspiracy theorist. Wow, look what the early bird dragged in.
Man.
Bryce Williams will be joining us hour 3, and we've got our Intern Olympics coming up in hour number 3 right now. Conversation I had earlier today, Jacob Jenkins-Cowart and Ryan McCrystal join me inside the Pirate Radio studios, and let's hear that conversation right now. Talk to a couple more Pirates, Ryan McCrystal and Jacob Jenkins-Cowart here inside the Pirate Radio studios as we are a week and a few days away from the start of the East Carolina baseball season in 2024. And guys, welcome in.
Good to be here.
How we doing? Good. JC going headphones on, Ryan going off.
Couldn't do it. I tried to find a spot, but I can't hear you guys twice. I'll lose it. Start going crazy.
Fair enough. We don't want you to go crazy right before the season begins. I was at Sunday's scrimmage, and I want to highlight Ryan McCrystal beating out a double play.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm known for is my running ability. So I have to go ahead and show that off.
Talked about that yesterday with Parker Bird and Wyatt Lunsford-Shinkman. And first of all, I hear you've moved up. I didn't know about the running categories.
Oh, yeah.
So red gold, green.
Yep.
You've
You can be a
moved up
combination of both, too.
You can.
Oh, okay.
You can be red gold or gold green.
I heard you moved up to gold.
I did. I got moved up to gold, and that's probably the biggest accomplishment I've ever had since I've been here. Especially last year after the back thing, I was turned into a red.
Oh, no.
I called myself maroon. It was just that. It was that bad. But, yeah, I heard Coach P call out gold, and I kind of just went numb. You know, it's just one of those feelings that you're going to remember the rest of your life. So that's kind of where I am right now.
JC, are you a green at this point?
Yeah, I'd say steel brakes. I'm a green, but out of the box, I'm gold green because it takes me a while to put the bat down. Like I have a long swing sense.
Yeah, 10-4. How do you guys feel it went? Wyatt Lunsford-Shingley and the bats won the weekend. You feel like the offense went pretty well this weekend?
Yeah,
you're kind of giving me a.
Well, I'm just thinking about my bats against Wyatt, and he beat me twice. So I don't know. I don't know. Against him, the bats did not win. He looked awesome.
Yeah, Shank went 4 scoreless. He was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the bats in general are really good. I think we're doing a good job of. Sounds crazy remembering we're on offense. I think it's something we're kind of trying to hammer home. Like we're the ones with the bat in our hand. It's time to be aggressive and like try and hammer the ball at all times. It's not a time to be passive when you're in the batter's box facing another guy. You want to make sure the other team knows you're on offense at all times.
I counted very few balls in the air on Sunday, and one of those was a home run by Riley Johnson. One was a ground rule double by Dixon Williams. Other than that, there was a home run robbed. I think it was Wilcoxon being robbed by Cunningham, and then there was a fly ball to center, and then had some drama out in right with a collision there. But other than that, everything was a line drive or on the ground. Now, sometimes pitchers want you to hit it on the ground, but if you're hitting line drives and hitting balls on the ground, that's a pretty good sign, right?
Yeah, it can be, especially with the guys that were on the mound out of the bullpen Sunday and mostly Saturday. Like, guys that throw heaters at the top of the zone, if you try and hit that in the air, you're going to pop it up. So we're trying to hit low line drives, and it paid off on Sunday.
Mentioned Riley Johnson. I know he hadn't been able to do a whole lot until a couple of weekends ago. Sounds like and looks like he's hit the ground running. He's hitting the ball well.
Yeah, no doubt. He's so much fun to play with. He's just like one of those guys that sparks everything that's going on. Like I have a locker next to him too, and it's like we're always doing something goofy or laughing, or he's making me laugh at something you wouldn't expect to laugh at. So it's just awesome being around him in general, and I just love seeing that guy have success. Like most of my teammates, but in general, just that guy like. He's earned it. He's gone through some stuff that you wouldn't put on anybody. So to see him start the way he started is awesome, and I'm sure he's going to continue it because I see how hard he works every day.
And just another big gun out there in the outfield, JC. Saw Carter in left, and I believe the guy said yesterday it's the first time he's been there. He's been over at first.
Yeah,
for
he's
most
been practicing
of
at first.
Yeah.
But he'll practice in the outfield every once in a while during BP, but that was his first scrimmage in left. So, I mean, just like riding a bike for him.
A lot of able bodies and big bats in that outfield, though, for ECU this year, including yourself.
Yeah, for sure. We have a very deep outfield, and it's to the point where we have infielders that can play outfield, outfielders that can play infield, which is really a good problem to have when you have too many outfielders per se.
And gave a shout out yesterday. Is it Davin Whitaker?
Mm-hmm.
Big, tall dude out in right, made a diving catch. I thought the ball hit the ground. I was standing over there, but the ump called it out, so it's an out. So credit to him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that ball bounced though.
I thought it did too.
I told Star nice single. He's running back to the dugout. He ran past home plate. It was a nice single, Star. I'll see you later, dude.
Yeah, maybe that's a earmuff during the season, a review or whatever.
Yeah,
for sure.
Perhaps. Talking to Ryan McCrystal and Jacob Jenkins-Coward. If you want to get a question in, we'll be on a few minutes with the guys as they have a busy schedule today, but we're able to drop by and talk some baseball with us just a week and a few days ahead of the season opener. So more scrimmages going on this weekend, and then you get to the real thing, right? Did enjoy Jeff Palumbo in the bucket hat. Looked cool. But giving out instructions during the scrimmage, including to the catcher behind you and Wilcoxon, is it Walker?
Yep, Walker.
Yeah. He, first of all, you guys, I think every bunt you put down to begin every half inning was beautiful and got the runner over or led to a base hit. But he tried to throw a runner out, a force out at third, and to hear Coach Palumbo said, hey, most guys you'll get there, but be aware who the runner is. So always instruction, and just another reminder, Ryan, that there's a million things going on in a baseball game you got to be aware of.
Yeah, no doubt. And especially, like, just like trying to put myself in his shoes like that, like being a freshman catcher, there's so much going on. Like there's a lot more than people realize that's going on back there. You're kind of in charge of a lot that's happening throughout a game. And like that play that Walker made, it wasn't necessarily the wrong play. It's just one of those things like before the play, like when you say that the game's slow for a guy, it really is just he's already gone through everything in his head that could happen. And so then when something happens, it's just reliving what he's already practiced and processed. So like that play, for example, like when there's a bunt right in front of the plate, when we have on one of our bunt defenses that's just getting out, you don't really want to throw that ball to third just because if there's no outs, someone's bunting, then you want to get the out just because if it's not important to get the lead runner, you get the out. But if you don't get the out, there's no outs, bases loaded.
All right.
I was up next, so it's another situation where you got an RBI guy that's up next. So then it really could just extend the inning. So like if it was a slow runner, sure, but like just being able to go through all the processes like that before the play starts, it's a good thing for him to learn, especially in a scrimmage where it doesn't really matter. But it's just another example of like the game can get kind of fast sometimes, so it's really good, especially the way that Coach P broke it down for him, just helping everyone understand what every situation is.
We talked about you guys' speed, the red, gold, green. Are there any signs or words like that for the opposing team, like to make sure you're aware of if this guy's speedy in that case for a catcher, or maybe JC when a guy's on second, instead of making that throw to home because he's likely going to score and give up the extra base? You know, how aware are y'all of what's
on
going
every
on?
scouting report when we go through hitters meetings? There's a lineup with the other team and all their times of first, times steal time. So we have everything. So just like you heard Coach P yelling out colors for us, he yells it out for every hitter that we face too. So we're aware and we're prepared when stuff like that goes down.
How many? I don't know if plays is the word, but when there is a runner on, situations, things like that, are the calls coming in from the dugout? Ryan, you as a catcher, are you making some of those? Well, what's that like for you guys?
We have an entire sheet just like this, but it is full top to bottom in plays, like different pick plays, different pitch outs, different bunt plays, first and third plays. We have 4 bunt plays, 4 first and third plays, and then we got 3 pickoff moves to second, 2 to third, then we got 2 extra bunt plays for a squeeze in there. I mean, just all that stuff. But they sign it in from the dugout, and then a bunch of the pickoff plays they'll put on the watch, and so we all get it, and then we'll either touch our hat or mask or whatever it is at that particular day to let them know that play's on, and then we run it. But yeah, it's definitely a process to learn all those.
Same thing, pre-pitch, I guess, JC, are they telling the outfield where to shift and what to do?
So we have a nice long towel. It's all wrapped up. It's bright orange, and Henry Lartigue will be in the dugout, and he'll hold it this way, and that means we're shifting this way or the opposite or straight up. So
that's an easy way to do it.
Because I mean, it's hard for them to yell from all the way to right field from the third base dugout. So that the towel it sticks out and it's easy to see.
Brian North, WCTI 12, with a question for Jacob Jenkins Coward. Do you have a mustache idol? Somebody you look up to in the mustache game?
Me.
Ryan, is he your mustache idol?
I don't have one.
I don't have a mustache idol. I also don't know how to really trim it, so if it gets too long, it just disappears for a couple weeks and then it's back.
Yeah, okay, I get that completely. Ryan, are you competing this March or?
We'll see. Last year, I took it upon myself to join the NIT instead of the main tournament, so I don't know if I'll be doing that again with a couple of the freshmen. It's kind of my thing now, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see what we can do. The peach fuzz doesn't get you too far.
Got good hair on the head, just doesn't really.
Yeah, no doubt. I might fake mustache it for a week, see what we can do.
Yeah, is that legal?
Happened before.
Can you use performance-enhancing drugs in the mustache march? Maybe some.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, don't even try.
I'm not sure to answer that.
Maybe like a performance-enhancing Sharpie.
There you go.
Yeah,
it's been done before.
Sharpie's bold because then it's there for a while. But
speaking of performance enhancers, do you guys get tested for anything, drugs, performance enhancers during the season or before?
Random.
Yeah.
Right before the season starts, there'll be a random selection of us.
Yeah, and they can't tell you before 24 hours. They tell you, obviously they require 24 hours before, but they can't tell you anything prior to that just because guys could dilute it if they really wanted to or something. I just remember, was it the beginning of the spring or end of the fall, we got called into Logan's office, our trainer, and 6 of us were there, and we were like, "What's up?" And he closed the door, and he's like, "You've been randomly selected." And I was like, "I got to get up at 6 in the morning to do this."
That's the worst part.
Yeah, I was like, "You gotta be kidding me." And then if you miss it, it counts as a failed test. And Jaden Winter, his phone died.
Oh no!
That night, so our trainer called Trey, one of his roommates, 4 times at 6:30 in the morning, and Trey woke him up, and Jaden ran over there. That would have been horrible.
Yeah, that would have been brutal. So you had people like making up rumors and stuff at that point. Like, dude just overslept. His phone died. Another question from Brian. What did you get Cliff for his birthday? Did you guys do anything?
A great practice.
I was about to say that.
That's the best present, right?
Grit.
Coach, here's a box of grit that I'm going to use throughout the season. Jacob Jenkins Cowart, Ryan McCrystal here inside the Pirate Radio studios getting ready for Pirate Baseball. Cool to have some fans out there. I asked the guys yesterday, let me ask you guys, do Coach Godwin and Coach Palumbo act the same if there's a crowd there than if it was a closed practice? Like, will we have heard more, I don't know, yelling, F-bombs, anything, or pretty much status quo?
That was pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit more censored, but he's not really into the whole F-bombs anymore.
Especially during scrimmages and stuff. He doesn't really do that. Like, during games, like, you'll never see him during a game, like, get pissed off, like, if someone gets out. Because obviously someone's trying to get out. Just one of those kind of things.
Oh, he's got your guys back during the game. It's him versus the umps, and that's about it, right? Which on media day, I said the line for him getting tossed this year at 2.5 might be a little high, but he said no way. He said no way I'm getting tossed more than once this year. It's almost like he plans for one, and then that's it.
There's always one.
I think last year, unfortunately, he got tossed after a game, the old Moylan game. So I think it was 2 last year.
Yeah, that one's unfortunate that he had to get that one put on him because it's not like he was the one, the umpire, but it is what it is.
Speaking of Moylan, I saw Franny out there the other day. So you guys have former players coming out all throughout the offseason, right?
Oh, yeah.
How cool is that to see those guys?
You got it.
Oh, yeah. It's really nice. They obviously have done a lot for the program, and when they come back, it's kind of showing off and like showing them what they've built. Like Hoover was in the outfield yesterday or Sunday when Riley hit the home run, so I run back to the wall, and there's Hoover, and he goes, "Is that Johnson?" Sure is, Hoove.
Plan on having Hoove on throughout the season to get his thoughts. If I can get any thoughts out of him. Not a huge talker, but loves his Pirates, and I know loves you guys. Good question from Valerie. Having a high school freshman catcher and high school junior outfield. Oh, I thought she was saying we have a freshman center fielder and a freshman catcher. She has a high school freshman catcher and a high school junior outfielder. What is your best piece of advice that would you would give them that has helped you getting to the next level? Great question.
It's a really good question. It's a lot of thinking involved in that.
I'd say put yourself in front of the eyes that need to see you. That's one thing. You can't go anywhere if you're not seen.
Yeah, I feel like that, and then the biggest thing that I learned when I got here, like from the catcher perspective, is the better that you can make your pitcher look, the better that you're going to play. Like the more that you can invest in how your pitchers are doing and how you can help them, the more you make it about like the team of a pitcher and catcher, the duo, is I think the better that you'll be able to perform yourself, and then I think get away from the results, because I think it's easy to harp on those and get in a bad headspace when the results aren't what you want them to be. But I think the more you can focus on just doing the right thing, the better you're going to do in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. We'll take a Buster Posey that can hit and field and do everything, but sometimes catchers don't have the highest batting average, but if they help great defensive, help their pitchers, coaches will always find a spot for them. How did you guys balance the let's have fun in high school with my buddies and all that, and taking it serious at the same time because you wanted to play at the next level? Did you have to maybe give up a few things to get to where you are as a high school player to college?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't really go do anything crazy with my buddies in high school. I feel like me and my best friends back home, like, we're very different, but we would like watch movies, play video games together and stuff like that, and play golf and all that. We wouldn't really we wouldn't drink, we wouldn't do all that stuff just because obviously I had games all the time. I wanted to make sure I was healthy and doing all the right stuff. So yeah, I mean, I didn't really do anything crazy in high school. I kind of hung out with the same people pretty consistently, and I'm really blessed that I was able to do that. I think that keeping the small circle in high school was able to keep my mind on the right things, and obviously some of my best friends, JC was one of my best friends in high school too, just always doing the right stuff, making sure we were doing the right stuff together. So that was pretty cool.
And JC, how much of it was your just natural talent and ability versus you putting in the work as far as getting to where you are right now?
I'd say God definitely blessed me with the ability to play here. Like Coach G says to every recruit that he's offering a scholarship. We know you have the talent to help us win a national championship, but that's not all it's going to take. So I think my parents definitely instilled the work ethic in me, and it carried over when I got here.
Customizing Valerie's question a little bit to what I thought it was originally. How about having a new center fielder and a new guy behind the plate with you and Justin? First of all, JC, how's it going with the new faces in the outfield?
Yeah, they're coming along really strong. The fall was obviously a struggle, as it is for all freshmen, but they learned a lot. Especially Bristol's done a really good job being more vocal in the outfield, because if you're going to be the center fielder, you can't just be a body out there. You have to run the outfield. He's done a better job communicating with the infielders on our depth and our positioning. So stuff like what happened in right field with Nate and Davin doesn't happen too much or at all. So
everybody good after that? That was a pretty gnarly collision.
Yeah, they're good.
All right, good to hear. Ryan, how about you, and what are you and Justin passing along to Walker right now?
Honestly, the advice I just gave that other catcher is kind of similar. It's just like catching at this level is so different. It's so much faster that you have to be able to really hone in on the things that matter, like what you're like running a pitching staff. Because like here, you're around the pitchers every single day, and like the closer you can be with them, like a lot of my best friends are on the pitching staff now. Like I've gotten to know them outside of the field, and it's helped me on the field because they know they can trust me and I can trust them. So I think that's the biggest thing with Walker is it's like it's way bigger than yourself now. Like it's not just you behind the plate trying to be the best catcher possible. It's you trying to be the best catcher possible to make the team as good as they could possibly be. So that's something we've kind of hammered home, and he's really starting to grasp. And the other thing is that catching is hard. Like nobody in their right mind would go behind home plate and put on that catcher's gear. And like you kind of have to own it. Like J-Dub and I and Walker's starting to do it a little more. Like we'll block at home plate before practice now, like every once in a while, like off the machine. The other day we had the machine with the longest legs I've ever seen on the machine in my life. It looked like Randy Johnson was out there, but he was on stilts. And it was like we were blocking off that. Like we were wearing balls with the forearm, quads. Walker took one off the neck. I was like, that's unfortunate. But you kind of have to embrace the suck a little bit behind the plate at times because it is fun. You're in every play, but you're going to leave with some bumps and bruises. So, like, J-Dub and I will scream, like, just random things, like, just yell whenever we wear one off the arm. And Walker used to, like, be a little bit of a deer in headlights. Like, what are these two crazy guys doing? Especially when it's not J-Dub's personality at all. But you kind of have to embrace the suck a little bit and also realize that you chose to put this gear on, so you might as well make it the best you possibly can. Yeah, good stuff with Ryan McCrystal, Jacob Jenkins-Coward. Who you guys have in the Super Bowl on Sunday? Niners, Chiefs.
We need the 49ers to win.
I think we do.
Yeah, to end the reign of the Chiefs and the Swift and all that.
I'm so sick of Taylor Swift. God, I used to love her too. But for Pirate Idol this yesterday, I think we're going to try and make the rule. Pirate Idol is when the freshmen sing on the bus. They have to put the headphones on and they can only hear the music and they sing the song.
Yeah.
I think we're having to make the no Taylor Swift rule this year just because it's absurd how much Taylor Swift I've heard of this year.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
What song did you guys do when you were called upon?
Party in the USA.
Okay. I remember that.
I was Tequila Makes Her Clothes Fall Off by Joe Nichols.
All right. Classic. Fellas, thanks for hanging out. Good luck to you guys. We'll let you get back to it. And we'll talk to you, of course, during the season as well. But good luck. Enjoyed it, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you.
JC and Ryan McCrystal joining us here to talk some Pirate baseball, a week and a few days away from getting the season underway. We'll take a break, come back, have a final segment of Hour 2. Bryce Williams will join us Hour 3, and our Intern Olympics. Got 3 stations for the interns today to complete. It'll be a timed event. Everybody will go one at a time, and we will have that coming up at 5 o'clock as well. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
I guess some college boys all went home for the summertime. You know you're looking right, looking
It's here, Pirate Nation. The Holt Naylor Show is now available every week right here on Pirate Radio. Subscribe to Pirate Radio TV on YouTube to watch the show, or find the Holt Naylor Show on the Pirate Radio podcast channel to download and listen. Stories, big name guests, what I'm up to that week, plus plenty of laughs and opinions with my best friends known as the Walk-Ons. Subscribe today to watch and listen to the Holt Naylor Show right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
There's local politics, bud.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Attention athletes and fans. Tiebreakers is looking for all-stars. Do you know an athlete who made a game-winning play, scored an amazing touchdown, or hit a huge home run? We're scouting Eastern North Carolina for this month's most outstanding athlete. Go to tiebreakersathlete.com to nominate your favorite player for the prestigious Athlete of the Month award. Tiebreakers, shining a light on the athletes that make Eastern North Carolina proud. Submit your nomination now at tiebreakersathlete.com.
Basketball season is Bud Light season. Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. Whether you're headed to watch a game in person or a viewing party with friends, be sure to pick up or order some Bud Light and enjoy the game. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there's fun, because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this basketball season, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game, and please drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Go Pirates!
Okay, guys, I've devised a plan to find better home internet. Kids, you scout the web for the best deals. Honey, you monitor our projected data usage.
Or we could avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular's home internet.
New plan. Ellen, you sign up for U.S. Cellular home internet. Madison, you bring me snacks while I stream the game.
Bundle and save on U.S. Cellular's new and improved home internet. Just $29.99 when bundled with a wireless plan. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Now's your chance to save during the year-end clear-out at Bostic Sugg Furniture. We're clearing out the 2023s, which means huge savings for you. Find unheard-of sale prices all across our showroom floor. Save 70% off clearance items. Take an extra 10% off all in-stock custom order furniture, plus 6 months special financing. Get a new mattress at year-end savings, plus all in-stock Last Chance Serta Arctic and Restonic mattresses are half off. The year-end clear-out is finally here, now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailor Show.
Hi, I'm Derek J. Fields with the National Alliance on Mental Illness. NAMI offers educational programs, support, and advocates for individuals and families affected by mental illness. NAMI Connection Recovery Support Group is a free, peer-led support group for any adult who has experienced symptoms of mental health condition. The NAMI group meets the second Tuesday of each month at Covenant Church in Winterville from 6:30 to 8 p.m. in room 209. For more information, visit NAMI.org. That's NAMI.org.
Pirate Radio. The voice of the Pirate Nation.
1, 2, 3, Tier 3, we got winners. Hey, we got losers. Chain smokers and boozers. Yeah, we got yuppies.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. Villa Verde is inviting you to come by and try some of their amazing empanadas, famous red snapper, grouper bites, Cuban sandwiches, and more. Relax with a fresh mojito or cold beer while enjoying one of their out-of-this-world desserts like the rum pineapple cake. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, wrapping up hour number 2. Kenny said, what is go-to stress relief after a hard day? Was he asking us, you think?
My answer would be us. Like PRL.
Yeah, but what about
Beer.
after your hard day? Because there is no PRL because PRL's over.
Beer.
Cold beer.
Yeah.
For me, I guess it's cooking.
Really?
Yeah. I like to
it takes the stress out.
Talk to the fam, ask them, how'd school go today? Then turn on a podcast, cook up a little something.
I love a good podcast too.
Love a good cast.
Love a good cast of pod.
Yeah. Let's look at the National Day calendar real quick on our Fleet Feet rundown. Brought to you by Fleet Feet. 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the Old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, they run for you. And always have something fun going on. Got some big events coming up, John.
Yeah. Even tomorrow night, Wednesday, 6:15, the pub run, and then March 13th, the St. Patty's Pub Crawl, March 16th, the Coop Strong 4-miler, and then April 20th, the First Step 5K Ruck and 1 mile fun run. So check out fleetfeet.com for all the awesome events.
Where is the Fleet Feet Greenville Pub Run?
It starts at Fleet Feet.
All right, there you go. So 6:15, right after PRL. Head over there, and that's awesome. Always something fun going on, and the best shoes for your feet. It is National Chopsticks Day. Let's. Who here can use chopsticks successfully? Alex, Delaney's iffy.
I never really use them.
I've never really tried. Never attempted. It is Safer Internet Day. I don't know what that means.
Is the internet dangerous?
Well, I'll answer that.
Yeah.
Yes, especially for kids like you. Safer Internet Day brings tools, education, awareness to create a safer internet for both kids and adults. Fair enough. It is National Froyo Day, frozen yogurt.
Yeah. I won't mention the place, but because it doesn't advertise with us, but that's my go-to.
Do you remember?
Do they still have them?
Do you remember there was a year or two span where every building became a frozen yogurt place?
Yeah.
I feel like it was a scam or something almost because now they're all gone. It is National Lame Duck Day. What does that mean? Lame Duck Day recognizes the ratification of the 20th Amendment to the United States Constitution, or the Lame Duck Amendment. I don't know my history and government, so you can Google that one on your own. Tyler said, interesting camera angle. That is because of what we have coming up next for our Intern Olympics. Chon's got it all set up.
Yeah.
The interns have practiced. Jamie says, is this show on YouTube considered a podcast, but outside of YouTube, a radio show? Jamie, that's for you to decide. Eric said, I can use chopsticks properly for everything except lo mein.
And why is that?
I figured... Well, you don't eat... Do you eat rice with chopsticks? That seems like it'd be impossible.
At least for me personally, noodles and rice are off the table when it comes to chopsticks.
Okay, so you're getting maybe
Sushi.
the chunks of chicken, like the sesame chicken, or...
Yeah. Sushi is the go-to used for chopsticks.
Fair enough. All right. Thank you for that. Weekend update. You want a weekend update, Alex?
I didn't know we were going to the Fleet Feet rundown.
No, man.
My weekend was pretty good. How was yours?
Fair.
Mine was pretty good. Got to see ECU baseball. Unfortunately, we watch ECU basketball lose.
Zach went to Charlotte.
Oh, Zach. Tell us about your weekend.
Zach, you got 1 minute to report us on your Charlotte trip.
Sorry, say that again.
1 minute Charlotte report.
1 minute Charlotte report. Okay. The trip or just the game? Game?
Yeah.
Game, okay.
Building, atmosphere.
They impressed me. They did. They really did. Close game all the way until 10 minutes left in the second half. We were down at most 6, 7. 10 minutes left, we were down 2. We lost by 15. So you can tell how that last 10 minutes went. I think we were only in it because they couldn't hit shots for the first half, and it wasn't really our doing. They just weren't hitting them, and we weren't hitting them either. So we just happened to stay in there. It was fun. They showed out. There's a lot of Pirates there. It was a good energy.
I'm ready for the return trip.
Oh, yeah.
I want us to want to beat them as bad as they want to beat us.
For sure.
We get them back here. Let's split.
I'd be happy with that.
Last regular season game, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Last one.
In Minges Coliseum against Charlotte. All right, Zach Delaney and Alex are getting ready to run the Intern Olympics. Got that on the way. Bryce Williams and Hour 3 Pirate Radio Live. We got more coming up after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Cliff Godwin, the head baseball coach at East Carolina University. I've been a Pirate Club member since I graduated in 2001, and you should too. By joining the Pirate Club, you become part of a family that helps our student athletes flourish on and off the field. When you enroll as a member, you're not just getting a membership, you're getting a front row seat to the action. To join, visit ecupirateclub.com or call 252-737-4540 today. Go Pirates.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Turkey, ham, bacon, these and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to guc.com.
Okay, honey, did you get those things done that I asked you to do?
Yes, dear.
Really? You cleaned the gutters?
Yes, dear.
And replaced our HVAC system?
Yes, dear. Doing it right now.
Really?
I called Delcor. They got us a brand new HVAC unit for just $120 a month. And for only $30 more a month, we got the Delcor service plan that covers preventative maintenance and repairs for 10 years.
Go to DelcorInc.com for a new HVAC system from Trane. It's hard to stop a Trane. Delcor, the service professionals.
Pizza, subs, slice, ice.
Jenny, what are you doing?
Just letting the Pirate Nation know that Cuccinella's has 2 locations. One in downtown Greenville across from Sup Dogs, and now in Midtown Greenville beside Best Buy. Did you know Cuccinella's is open every day with $6 lunch specials, slices all day, beer, wine, and their famous homemade gelato? Cuccinella's in downtown Greenville, and now their new location next to Best Buy. Go Pirates!
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
The brunch is back. The famous brunch buffet at 5th Street Hardware has a variety of breakfast and lunch items from 10:30 to 2, including an omelet station and prime rib, and a special Sunday cocktail menu, including mimosa flights. Don't forget, 5th Street Hardware has lunch specials every day, along with over 40 beers on tap. Trivia Wednesday, live music every Thursday night, and a late night menu through the weekend. Visit 5thstreethardware.com or give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram for a weekly lineup and more. Go Pirates!
Here with Greg Lassiter from Champions Gym. And Greg, you've got a tremendous staff working for you with professional trainers. You've got classes like cycle, Pilates, muscle pump, Zumba. Talk about what you can bring to people like myself who's just getting back into the physical fitness world.
We've got all those classes, but the main thing we've got is a way for people to come in and feel comfortable. People, when they go in that gym, they feel like that is their home away from home.
Give the address and the phone number.
4190 Bayswater Drive, Winterville, 353-0544.
Champions Health and Fitness.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Welcome to Honky Tonk University, y'all. We're in Baghdad.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans. The Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offers over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. Call them today at 252-714-2076. Integrity Home Mortgage, Pirates supporting Pirates. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Thank you, Shirley. Welcome back into the program. Clip Rock, Shirley Rhodes, a whole slew of ECU's best and brightest. Alex Harper, Delaney last name, and Zach last name. John is here. Bryce Williams joins me inside the Pirate Radio studio.
1, 2, 3,
Let's go. I saw the light. I was baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. By the way, Bryce is a brand new man.
I know.
You had an old secret.
Yeah.
That you were holding close to you.
I know. Close.
And Sean.
What was that about?
What was what? Well,
what was what about?
Why'd you not tell me?
I mean, that's personal information, Chandler.
I was kind of, I guess, just waiting for it to go public.
Yeah.
Public.
You know?
Well, it went public over the weekend.
It did.
I saw it.
So, yeah, Chandler texted me and said, hey, man, Bryce had him a gender reveal.
Well, when I saw it, I was, of course, like, heck yeah, that's awesome. And then I was like, wait a minute. Did I even know that they were pregnant?
No, I held out on y'all. Not intentionally, just kind of, you know, figured we'd see through social.
Chandler's taking it really hard, but I'm okay with
John,
it.
it was nothing personal.
It'll be all right.
It's just business.
If nobody... That's true.
So, what was the reveal of the reveal?
Oh, a boy.
It's a boy.
Yeah.
It's a boy.
Yep.
When do we do?
July 7th.
Man, okay.
Yeah. So we're about on the halfway mark-ish.
How did I did not see the reveal? Did it involve guns or how?
No, it was just standard, just a really big balloon, and then we popped it. Nothing crazy.
So y'all didn't know? Well,
we actually knew on Friday.
Here's the question: how do you? Somebody has to know. So who knows?
Her mom knew.
Okay.
Yeah. So we went to the doctor that Friday, found out, and then obviously.
So y'all knew, but like the rest of the family didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But for most gender reveals, do the parents know? Because we didn't do a gender reveal.
I think it's kind of opinion. Some don't do a gender, don't find out until they do the reveal, and then some people who are impatient, like me and Anna, we wanted to know, and then
gotcha.
Yeah.
So since we were left out of knowing that you and Anna were having a baby, we think we should be at least consulted on the name.
That's funny. We don't really have a boy name set yet.
In fact, I'm gonna let the chat gang do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to anything because every time I talk, because I want kind of a older, vintage, strong man name. And every time I go on Google, to search just to see if anything sparks me, nothing.
You know what's crazy? Chandler, what day was it that I randomly looked up baby names? Was it last Wednesday? I think when Ken was here.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Maybe I felt something.
You may have.
As a father, I felt some fatherly energy coming off of
You
it.
felt a disturbance in the force.
I think so. That's
It
weird.
was like the most common baby names in 2024, 2023.
You know a name, if I had a boy that I was going to throw out to the wife? Owen.
Oh.
I don't know. For no reason at all.
Yeah, that's one of my good buddies' name.
Okay. I like that name.
My buddy's name is Owen.
Jamie says Milton and Cornelius.
So what's really funny that he said Milton is that's Jay's middle name, and I like Milton, but Anna I guess isn't all about it. But that's funny. That
When I first hear Milton, I think nerdy for some reason.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe I'm thinking of Millhouse from Simpsons.
Yeah.
Tyler says Theodore, Ted, Teddy. All right. Those are names. Spartacus. That is an old manly name.
Yeah.
I say Slim. Middle name 80.
That is a cool name. Slim Williams. You tell me you don't want to be friends with Slim Williams.
Slim Williams.
Y'all hear about Slim Williams?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Slim in a while.
He'll be. Hey, who knows?
Now he might be smoking cigarettes at 3 and like playing jazz at a club or something.
Yeah.
But all right, congrats, man.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Congrats, buddy.
Great.
Thank y'all.
All right, one day you will have a pirate. They grow up so fast.
I know, and it was funny because Rocco just had his son.
Now, what does a guy named Rocco name his kid?
Rocco.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the third. So Rocco, and Jake just had his son in early November, and so Rocco texted me. He said ECU classes 2042 is going to be ready, with my kid and his and Jake's.
Y'all got a boys club going.
Yeah.
John says Atlas. That's a cool name. Atlas Williams.
Strong.
All right. Kenny says congratulations, Little Slim 80.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Bryce. All right. One day when they're at ECU, they'll all be interning here at Pirate Radio and maybe taking part in the Intern Olympics.
Might be.
And this is the first year we're doing this, so y'all are a very special class.
Wow!
So 2 weeks ago we did trivia, and Zach won gold. Do you remember who won silver and bronze? Not that we're keeping up with that. I do know last week Alex took home the gold, Delaney the silver, and controversial
bronze.
Zach took the bronze. We did have a replay. It was that game's under protest, all that. Today we will have a true first, second, third because it'll be a timed event, and you may notice the trash can on the table.
I was wondering what that was. I didn't know if Chandler forgot to do his duty or left it over. I don't know.
That is serving as our basketball goal.
Okay.
Because Station 1, we will be shooting crumbled up pieces of paper into the goal, and you have to make 3 to move on to Station 2. Station 2, you will solve a math problem.
Is it algebra? What is it?
It is.
Basic
It
math?
is multiplication and subtraction.
Okay.
Station 3, they will run over to Shirley's chair and find their name on the big soundboard and click it.
Oh, wow.
And that will be the horn, and then I will stop timing. So those are the 3 events of the event. Now we will determine the order.
Okay.
I've got a wheel here with the names on it. Oh, it makes a fun sound too. Going first today will be Zach. Zach, you will be up first.
Zach from? Where's Zach from?
Gastonia, North Carolina.
Zach from Gastonia.
That area.
Okay.
Going second today will be Delaney.
Delaney from?
Delaney hailing from
Charlotte.
Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Kinda. Okay.
And then?
And going third will be Alex. From Greenville.
There we go.
Yeah.
Local.
By way of West Virginia? No? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, West Virginia fan. All right. So that is the running order. So Chon's got a lot of duties here because for our YouTube and Facebook audience, we want all of this, on the feed. So his production work is going to be good. Make sure the stinger pod is up over there, so when they do click their name, I can hear the buzzer. All right, you can open the door there, Zach, and get one ball in your hand ready to go. So you're going to have to make 3 shots before you can move on to Station 2. And Bryce, could you do me a favor? And don't let him see that, but put that right there in front of the microphone. Like on the table. Put it on the table facing that chair. He's going to be sitting in that chair. There you go. Put it right there.
Oh, okay.
And there is a pin as well.
Mm-hmm.
So once they're done making the shots, they're going to put the trash can down, sit in that chair, and complete that.
Okay.
All right. So let me make sure I've got everything I need here. Okay. Got that. All right. And now let me pull up a timer here. Wait, I don't need a timer. I need a stopwatch, right?
Yep.
All right. So, Zach, are you ready?
Sure.
All right. Bryce Williams will be on color commentary. I've got play-by-play. Zach, you may begin right now.
We got the first shot. Oh, he sunk
man.
it. Oh, God, from down to... Oh, he's over by...
1 for 2.
Two.
Made his third. And, off the rim. That could cost him. He missed another one. Oh, no, he has not done this bad in practice. And he made his third. All right, put that on the ground. Now you got equation. What do we got here?
Math problem. We got 9 times 8 minus 17.
9 times 8 and then minus 17.
39.
39 is incorrect.
Incorrect. 9 times 8.
Oh, wow.
The pressure is really... all right, calm down. Take a breath.
Wow.
Take a breath.
I think I know what it is. Yep, I knew what it was.
You sure did, probably. 46?
No.
Still off?
God,
okay, so...
oh, my Lord.
What's
the pressure of this?
I'm not going to help you at all.
9 times 8
I still did it wrong.
Just
I might as well just give up at this
No.
Okay.
What's 9 times 10?
Okay, it's 55.
Yes, 55. All right.
You're talking slow me down.
All right, here's Zach. He's got to go find his name. When he hits that, it'll stop.
Sucks.
1 minute and 11 seconds. Boy, it felt a lot longer, but that's not bad.
It did feel long.
That's not bad.
Wow.
What was his first guy? I think you were 56.
I kept doing math wrong every time.
And then a 99, and then a 63.
Never gonna hear the end of it.
All right.
Never gonna hear the end.
The math. Honestly, Zach, let's get you in for a post round interview.
Well, I'm gonna go this side. You can't see that side.
The math, it was one thing, but I had you guys practice beforehand, and you were nailing yours. You didn't miss hardly any shots.
Yeah, I guess I warmed up too much.
Zach, did we say the lights were too bright?
Absolutely.
Oh, gotcha.
I was feeling it.
Okay.
Well, Zach was my favorite going into this thing, but now with 111,
math is hard.
we will see Delaney next.
up.
Delaney, do you have all your paper?
I'm ready.
You're good?
Delaney from Charlotte.
Hold on. Let me, Bryce, if you could not let her see that.
Don't see it.
And place that down. And give me that other paper so she doesn't get confused.
Yeah. Don't want that.
Thank you, sir. All right, Delaney.
I'm ready.
You
Delaney
are
from
ready.
Charlotte.
You may shoot your first shot now.
Air ball.
Little
Okay,
strong.
shot number 2. Okay, air ball. Shot number 3
there's
goes
one.
in.
Got one.
Off
needed
the
that
rim.
one. Needed that one.
Oh, air ball.
Delaney did pretty well practicing as well, but
Off
when
the
the
rim. All right,
there we
that's
go.
number 2.
One more.
Come on now.
Oh
off the
no,
rim.
one more. Hit this one.
Oh, air ball.
She's running out of paper. She's gonna have to get a rebound if she don't get this one. Hey! All right, put that on the ground.
Okay.
All right, now math. Here we go. Use your maths. What do we got, Bryce? What's the
6
problem?
times 12 minus 13.
Okay, 6 times 12 minus 13. Easy peasy. Just
Lemon.
take your time.
Squeezy.
Deep breath.
What is 6 times 12?
Gotta do the 6 times 12 and then get the minus 13. What do we got there? Showing her work. I like that.
69?
No. But no.
Oh, no.
Okay. 6 times 12.
What do you do here, Carrie?
All right, just look at it. Instead of showing your work, look at the number you got minus that number. And what do you come up with?
59?
Yes, that is correct. All right, here we go. Wait, something was wrong with my timer. Because I got her at 119. Was that longer? I guess it was longer. Okay, all right.
No, yeah, the shooting got her.
Man, 119, Delaney. You are not happy with yourself.
So, Delaney, pop up a squat real quick. Yet again, were the lights too bright or were you just weren't good enough?
I talk myself up. It just...
I don't know. I think it was the nerves. I'm shaking.
Okay.
The problem is,
gosh.
Delaney, you got the 72
Yeah, right
and
off
the
the bat.
13. Like, I feel like
12 minus 3.
if you wouldn't have done if you'd have just looked at it, you would have said,
Yeah.
well, clearly it's not 69. It would have been 59.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know that I look at it now and I'm like not under pressure.
Yeah.
No, I see that.
Yeah. And then the shooting, you could have done a little better there.
It's okay.
But it is what it is.
Next one.
4 years, you can come back and try it.
Wait, these intern Olympics are once every 4 years?
Yep.
All right.
Oh.
All right, Delaney. Going for the silver today. But now we got A-Harp.
A-Harp. Does he have his math question?
A-Harp's math is right here, Bryce.
Okay.
See how he handles
God.
that doozy. What? Is it? No, I don't think so. Looks tough to you?
I couldn't figure it out.
Okay. A-Harp, you ready to go, man? All right, the time to beat is 1:11. Here we go. You may start right now.
Is up. Oh, sunk it. First shot in. Oh, air ball.
A-Harp struggled a little bit pregame, but I think he likes the bright
off
lights.
the rim. Got a little anxious there.
I think he likes the.
rim.
That's tough there though.
He's down to 3 shots.
All right, he's at a pretty good pace here for the math. What problem do we got, Bryce?
4 times 13 minus 18.
All right, you got to figure out that 4 times 13, and then you subtract that 18, and what do we come up with? A-Harp's got a lot going on that paper. I tell you what.
Gracious, he is rolling. This man is on fire.
34.
34 is correct.
Boy.
And as long as he doesn't trip or Zach puts him in a sleeper hold, he should. Now he's got to find his name. And he's got it at 41 seconds.
We have a new world record.
A new world record.
Gracious.
At 41
Zach,
seconds.
the squad here, bud. So what did you do to prepare for this? First, we're over the basketball shots. What we got?
Nothing.
Is there a certain game you play on Saturday nights that helped with that?
Can't say.
Okay. He's going to plead the fifth. Okay. What about your math? What'd you do to really hammer down that?
I haven't done math in a long time, but I had good elementary and middle school teachers here in Pitt County that helped me establish my foundations of math and, just performed under the pressure, I think.
Tell you what, that's impressive work. Hats off to Alex.
Yeah, did long snapping help at all in this event, would you say?
I think it helped me manage my calmness under pressure, I think is what it did.
Because you didn't struggle pregame when the lights were off, but like you weren't hitting as many as Zach.
No, I wasn't lights out.
Yeah. Or even Delaney, I thought.
Yeah, Delaney was draining them in pregame, but I don't know what happened.
Well, congratulations, Alex.
You get
Appreciate it. So 2-1-0. Delaney is going to be your time next week.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
And Delaney, not to throw any gas on the fire, but Jenny, Dana, and Tanya are really upset with your performance. Her whole family. You let your whole family down. Jenny says blame Common Core math.
I took Common Core math and I did all right.
I tell you what, you were a wild man with that pen over there. Look at that showing your work and everything.
Yeah.
All right, that has been the Intern Olympics for today. Congratulations to Alex Harper, and congratulations to all our great contestants.
I guess I'm going to Disney World again.
All right,
2 weeks in a row.
Tell Mickey I said, was I?
Will do.
All right, let's take a break. We will come back. Bryce Williams is here. Talk a little Pirate Radio Outdoors, a little Super Bowl, and more when we return. Tuesday edition, Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Honky Tonk University. She said, I seen you in here before.
Fitness, fellowship, and faith is F3 and is changing lives of men right here in your community. Just listen.
DJ Fussell, 37, Uraka. I've been a part of F3 now for 3 years. It's impacted both my physical life, my spiritual life, and it's also impacted my life and my family. It has got me in the best physical shape of my life, and then also on top of that, it's helped connect me with some brothers that hold me accountable every single day.
F3ENC.com. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started if you want to be great.
Turkey, ham, bacon, these and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to GUC.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Russell with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. I want to let you know that our winter sale is now gone to 1/2 price. That's 50% off of all our ladies' remaining winter product, our men's shirts, vests, coats, slacks, outerwear. We have a lot of stuff that's got to go, making room for spring merchandise. Remember, everything has been reduced to 50% remaining in our winter sale. Celebrate 41 years with Russell's and save big. Come see us at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff. So try our newest cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust pizza. Made with a blend of ricotta and mozzarella, hand stuffed into that Papa John's fresh, never frozen, original dough. Get it for a limited time only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Wings Over has always been a great go-to for dinner or a late night snack, and it still is. But did you know you don't have to wait for dinner to get Wings Over? That's right. Wings Over Greenville is now open for lunch 7 days a week. Get Wings Over for lunch and have it delivered right to the office. Wings Over also caters so everyone at work can enjoy. Wings Over Greenville has over 20 flavors to choose from, including the limited edition Cajun garlic flavor. Order today by going online at wingsover.com or by calling 758-9464. Wings Over, they deliver.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
We are talking with the legendary Greg Lassiter, championsofgreenville.com. And I say that because very few businesses last 10 years, 20 years. You're getting ready to celebrate your 40th year at Champions Health and Fitness.
This next coming July will make 40 years. I started out in Ayden with 3 pieces of equipment and didn't even have a bathroom for people to use, so it's come a long ways.
Champions Health and Fitness. Give the address and the phone number.
4190 Bayswater Drive, Winterville, North Carolina. Our phone number is 353-0544.
You can find Champions right behind the Fire Tower on Fire Tower Road. Champions Health and Fitness.
Yo ho, you're listening to Pirate Radio.
American girls, American guys will always stand up and salute and always recognize when we see old glory fly.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Plumbing, Viva Electric, and Roland Black Heating and Cooling have teamed up to form New Blue Service Group, offering Eastern North Carolina the best in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services. Same great local team, same great local service, just a new name. For plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services, go to callnewblue.com. That's callnewblue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Remember we sung this, Chandler, one day?
Yes, we did. I forgot about that. We did. For what?
I don't remember.
My daddy served in the army.
Was it during a watch party? I feel like maybe ECU baseball season or
maybe.
something.
Yeah, I forgot about that, though.
So, Bryce, during the break, I asked you what's your favorite Toby Keith tune. You said there's a lot to choose from. You looked at a list. Which one's your number 1A?
Who's That Man was good. That one hit you good. I hit you.
Who's That
right
Man?
there. A lot of emotion in it.
Yeah.
Red Solo Cup is funny. Just a good fun song. But Who's That Man is probably one of my top ones. And
I like that era because I like Wish I Didn't Know Now What I Didn't Know Then. I feel like that was the same Toby. That was early, mid-90s-ish.
That's when I was born.
Yes, sir. And now a new Williams will be brought into this world.
That's right.
How about that?
Crazy.
Summer of 4th of July. No, not 4th of July, but it'll be hotter than the 4th of July. For Anna. Sorry, Henny.
Sorry, Henny.
But it's funny, July 7th is CJ's birthday, so who knows?
Hey, man, you thought about all the great birthdays on the water and stuff in July?
I know. I mean,
that's going to be cool.
That's kind of how we wanted it to be, like a early or like a late spring, like a May into like early fall for those reasons. He'll probably be getting more fishing stuff, in the summer or, but anyway, hunting, he'll be ready for it anyways.
And it's out of football season, so that's good too.
Right, yeah. Well, I won't be, hey, I got a birthday party at 2 o'clock on Saturday.
Playing away from that.
Hannah Manning says, y'all saying I ain't as good as I once was for Brandon Manning's intro song.
I know, but we also sang, I know we did.
I know we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Apparently we sing a lot of Toby Keith song. Oh, that does remind me, we need to play Brandon's song. We always forget.
We do.
Me, but thank you for taking the heat.
And he'll complain about it being too long or too fast.
It's good to see old B-Man yesterday.
It was.
Man, old superstitious beers, right?
How you like my shirt? How do you like me now?
I wore mine last week too.
Farm Bureau insurance hoodie on today. Representing.
It looks like a nice lush plush hoodie.
It is
plush.
Man. This is like comfy.
Wow.
Big fan. Man. All right, Bryce. Super Bowl 58 coming up.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I saw this going around. We posted it on our social media. Parker Bird will be in a commercial that will air on the Super Bowl.
Cool.
I believe it's locally going to be shown, not nationally, but still awesome. And it tells his story from the tragedy he suffered to where he is today. And we talked to Parker yesterday here and got to see him at the plate on Sunday, John.
Did you see the video that they posted?
Yeah.
No, is that the video they'll have?
I'm assuming that's the commercial. Yeah.
It was awesome. It was really well put together. But yeah, it was awesome seeing Parker at the plate getting some action on the diamond over the weekend, and because we saw a video of him getting a hit, and we were actually able to see him with our own two eyes over the weekend. But what a story that is! What about a story that Parker Bird is?
What about a story? Mm-hmm. The game itself, Bryce, Chiefs and Niners. What do you think?
I'm pulling for the Niners.
Going for
Niners? Why?
Well, Chris McCaffrey, and it'd be cool. George Kittle. Be cool to watch him, and I'm just not a Chiefs fan.
The Chiefs won against the Niners a few years ago.
Yeah,
I mean it's now time for Kittle and
McCaffrey
Samuel.
Deebo Samuel and stuff. So, and was it Brock Purdy is the third or something youngest quarterback? Are we right? I saw it somewhere. He's up in there as far as one of the youngest.
Well, the story about him is that he's Mr. Irrelevant just a couple of years ago, and now he's starting at quarterback.
I'm gonna say Big Ben is going to be up there. The youngest quarterbacks to start in a Super Bowl. Big Ben is the only quarterback to win a Super Bowl at age of 23 or less. I believe it says. Brock Purdy will become one of the youngest quarterbacks to start at 24 years of age. Dan Marino and Big Ben, the only quarterbacks to start when they were 23. Marino, the youngest, at 23, 4 months, 5 days. Big Ben was 23, 11 months. So, yeah, Purdy will be third on the list.
Wow. Who's the youngest to win it?
Got to be Big Ben.
Wow.
That's true.
Other names on this list of note, Jared Goff, who almost got back there this year. Patrick Mahomes, when he was 24. Tom Brady was 24 when he won his first Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts was 24 last year. Drew Bledsoe in the 90s with the Patriots.
Wow.
Youngest QBs to win it, Big Ben, Mahomes, Brady, and Russell Wilson was 25 when the Seahawks won their Super Bowl
in dominating fashion.
Did you? You were never with Seattle, were you, Bryce?
Briefly.
Was Dan Quinn there as defensive coordinator, or was he in Atlanta at that time?
I don't think he. Yeah, I don't think he.
I know you didn't associate much with the defense anyway, but
yeah.
Was Dan Morgan there? Had to have been.
You got to refresh my memory.
Dan Morgan was in the front office. I don't even know if you probably came across him or not. He's the new Carolina Panthers GM. He was a Panthers linebacker back in the early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
And he was in the front office for like 8 years in Seattle.
I don't think. I don't think I came across front office too much.
Chad said, do you like that they leaked the Super Bowl commercials now, or would you like to be surprised as it airs? I don't care, but it is kind of, what's the point of leaking them? Yeah, it's kind of lame.
It doesn't even.
I'd rather just watch them.
Surprised now it's just the whole small little flair, and people make bets on the.
We always do first commercial, and usually it's like, will it be alcohol, car, or other?
Right.
That's usually our prop bet.
Yeah.
And I'm not a person that sits and watches for the commercials, especially today. I feel like that's kind of a thing of the past. Mm-hmm. But as we're sitting around watching, we will comment on the commercial. I feel like it's a big movie trailer day, TV trailer. Yeah. Like they'll come out with new movie trailers and stuff.
Yeah. One commercial that sticks out to me, it was probably when I was like high school. It was, I guess it was an NFL like commercial, and it was like a pig, like almost like a Miss Piggy, but it was her husband, and I guess he had died. And they at the morgatorium, they pull him out of the drawer, and she goes, "Oh God, yeah, that's him. That's his tattoo." And it was like there was a football with the NFL shield on it, and it cracked me up because obviously pigskin, that's his tattoo.
I don't remember that at all.
It may have been a regional one because it was back in Winston, but I don't know.
I don't know.
That always cracked me up when she says, "Oh God, yeah, that's him. That's his tattoo." And it was a football with the NFL logo on it. Or is it the NFL logo or it's a Wilson, right? Yeah. No, Spalt. Dang. What's the NFL football?
Oh, good trivia question. I know the ball is called the Duke, right?
The Duke, yeah.
Official NFL. I'm going to say Wilson. Let's see what it is.
I think it's Wilson.
Well, that's Wilson. Yeah, Wilson, the Duke.
Yeah.
You know how much an official NFL football is? Wait, that's a small?
How much?
This says $150 for a small. Craftsman cut $200.
Alex is saying, yeah, that's right.
Well, I'll be dang.
I got a few in my bag, but
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds cheap to me.
Really?
Yeah, like the footballs we use, cost almost $100 a piece.
Wow.
For every ball.
Well, weren't these at $200?
Yeah, well, they probably get you're talking about ECU?
Mm-hmm.
So, they probably
for
get
NFL ball, that doesn't shock me. I thought it'd be more.
Question for you long snappers, namely Alex Harper. Is the NFL ball the same size as a college ball?
Yes, it's the same size, but it's kind of a different shape. It's
like
rounder.
It's
the best ball in all the professional sports.
It's easier to snap too.
Yes.
It's easier to have perfect.
Have you snapped the NFL ball before?
Mm-hmm.
It's like butter. It's so beautiful.
It's easier to snap a spiral.
They're girthier.
How about you, Bryce? Did you have any adjustment catching a pro football ball from a college ball?
Very, very briefly after a few moments of catch, getting used to not having that white ring. But
who was was it Justin Jefferson before the draft? It's like, I'm having trouble catching. Does that sound right, Zach? Like he was having trouble catching the NFL ball and everybody was talking about it. And now he set all the records for first 2-3 years in the NFL.
Yeah.
So obviously his troubles didn't last very long.
Or that could have just been a smoke screen.
It could have been.
I can't catch a football. He's out there just going one-handed.
Right. But I remember, and Bryce, you know this because we looked up your draft profiles and they critique every single thing.
Oh, God.
They're always looking for something. And that time of year, draft time, we don't have football games, so we're all looking for something to put under the microscope. We're like, man, Justin Jefferson, he's a bust. He can't catch the NFL ball. Yeah. And now he's the best receiver.
I think it's the Rich Eisen show where the greats go on there and they kind of grade. They go over their draft grade.
Yeah.
And like Tom Brady's done it.
Yeah.
Luke Kuechly's done it. Christian McCaffrey's done it. Like all these greats have done it. And it's crazy what they were saying about them when they were, I guess, during the combine.
Yeah.
And then they ended up like proving the haters wrong.
We read Bryce's one day. We'll have to bring that up during draft season again. Talked about his pros and his cons.
Yeah.
His strengths and weaknesses. I don't. Shirley, have you seen the Paramount Plus commercial? I talked about it last week.
Which one?
The one with the Star Trek guy, Sir something.
I got to show you.
Sir
Or show her during the break.
Tua Tagovailoa's in it.
No, I
All
haven't.
right. Well, so you got to watch it during the break. I feel like you'd like it. Huh? It's really
amazing.
good, isn't it? Yeah. I guess that's out early, but it's like a Super Bowl commercial, whatever. More to go. Bryce Williams will go Pirate Radio Outdoors after this.
Lost his right eye and he flew a flag out in her yard till the day that it died. He wanted my mother, my brother, my sister and me to grow up and live forever in the land of the free. Yes, Mason.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal, to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Pestech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pestech is a full-service pest control company, offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pestech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pestech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Are you struggling with weight loss? It might be 15 pounds or 115 pounds. It seems like losing weight involves too much exercise and not enough food. Well, no more. Semaglutide is an FDA-approved treatment offered by Arc Point Labs. Dr. John Bruce, a board-certified bariatric surgeon, will consult and oversee your entire weight loss journey. Transform yourself and get ready for the beach next summer. This program is safe, cost-effective, and has a physician oversight. Call Arc Point Labs today at 514-8049.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles,
tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com. Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
This is Holt Nailers. Join me for the Holt Nailers Show every week right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
There's local politics, bud.
Here we go. You know this is
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available by calling 752-1406 or visiting beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music every night. They also have the best lineup of full bands on the weekends, along with ladies free entry. Sunday Fun Day is still rolling with free pizza and now cornhole tournaments starting at 3 o'clock. See ya at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Down in Indiana. Down in Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one, too. We got Shirley. We've got the interns, Alex, Delaney, and Zach. Bryce Williams is here. Chon is here. Bryce doing a little freestyling during the break.
Yeah.
That was really good. That was impressive.
Don't ask me to repeat it because that's off the cuff.
I know, yeah.
I didn't write it down.
A Chandler Honeycutt edition of Fast Car.
Fast Car.
It sounded really good.
Yeah.
All right, Zach, we talked to you one day last week. Turns out old Zach here is a bit of an outdoorsman, Bryce.
Yeah, him and I got to chatting, the beginning of duck season?
It was mid-January, yeah.
Mid-January. Zach's definitely outdone me in the ducks and the waterfowl for sure.
Yeah, so I'm going to bring him on into this Pirate Radio Outdoors conversation. Right. Bryce, you been doing anything this past week?
I was able to go the last day, Wednesday, some open water hunting. Unfortunately, it was a big goose egg. Of course, as we're riding out there, they're all flying, and then we settle into the blind, and they don't fly near us, which was a big bummer. But there's always next year. And then my buddy came into town. We went fishing Saturday, and unfortunately, that was not a goose egg, but it was not a good day. I only caught one trout, so needless to say, I need a little pick me up.
So. All right. Zach, how about yourself?
Last weekend, I went every weekend of January because I was that hard on the ducks this year. I love duck hunting. Last weekend, had a slow swamp morning. Only got one woody. So we were like, all right, let's go hit this pond real quick. We got there about 8:30, a little early in that morning still. And we had geese fly down on us. They didn't hit our side of the pond. So we spot and stalked, kind of.
There we go.
So I just ran at them.
Yeah.
And 3 of them flew towards my buddies. We knocked down 2.
There we go.
It turned into a decent morning.
Yeah, it's always fun doing the little jump shoot in the water. If you see him peek your head over there, and that's the way to do it.
What I don't know, any other fowl, birds that you hunt? Dove,
turkey,
yeah, coming up.
And then I guess there's some quail around here if you got some connections and some fields.
We have quail.
Stuff.
We have quail on our wind.
So quail. And if you get real bored and you need to just do some population control, crow.
I'm a big fan of that because
Yeah.
we love our turkeys and we have a lot of crows.
Yeah.
And crow hunting can be kind of fun.
Yeah, you got to shoot that first one, the sentinel.
The scout.
The scout. Literally, there'll be one bird fly through, checking everything's out, and if you spook him, and
oh, really?
Yeah.
And if you leave it in the field, and when they come to check it out, it attracts them right to their spot.
Yeah.
Crows are smart, but they're easy to pattern.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's fine.
Not as smart as us humans, though.
That's right. Top of the food chain. But they say there's you can pretty much hunt anything. Coons, trap. I mean, there's we're never too bored out in the outdoors, are we there, Zach?
Nope.
Any fishing going on?
Right now, trout is slightly slow, but they're still out there trying to hone in on them. I think they're a little more upriver now than where I normally fish. So it's a matter of finding them, because obviously they're schooling up, and you just got to figure out where. So I'm hoping for some better turnaround.
Mr. Lewis says, bring Bryce rabbit hunting on the 17th at the club.
I'll just skip a baseball game for that. I can bring you rabbit hunting for OJ.
Fun. I got briar bibs. Got the old 20 gauge. I'll bring that.
We got the dogs. You just got to bring a gun and some orange.
So what's
for you? Just was 17th.
17th.
When's that?
Next Saturday.
I'm gonna look on.
Oh wow! Second ECU baseball game of the year. You're gonna skip that for rabbit hunting? What's your priority list?
I have to work my weekend around there. Okay.
Yeah.
I got to work the weekend around.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Rabbit hunting's tricky because that's obviously Zach knows. Like, the dogs will jump the rabbit from their den, and they'll just do a big loop. And I have not been that much, but trying to figure out that path of that rabbit.
Yeah.
I'll just be sitting there like, where the heck are these things? And then like they'll be shooting somewhere else. And I'm like, dang, these. So I mean, there's some skill to it.
I love the science behind all this.
Yeah,
with the scout bird and the rabbit loop, and that's interesting.
But yeah, I'll be all for it. Take it up on it.
All right.
All right, Pirate Radio Outdoors with Bryce and Zach here on a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a timeout, come back, get ready to wrap things up on a Tuesday. Back with you after these words.
Talk about your work and your boss is a jerk. Talk about your church and your head when it hurts. Talk about the troubles you've been having with your brother and your daddy and your mother and your crazy ex-lover. Well, we talk about your friend and the place.
The Holton Ehler Show.
ECU legend, Coach Ruffin McNeil.
What made you go out there and feel confident in offering Holton Ehlers as a ninth grader?
The first time you meet him, number one, as a person, you want him on your team, period. Then as a quarterback, leading the team, period. And then, you knew he was going to do everything every day to get better. How did I know that? I've just been doing it so long and watching young men so long, you could see he was going to be easy to coach and easy to lead. And it was proof, and his legacy is forever there at East Carolina.
The Holton Ehler Show, Thursdays and Fridays at 6, and available on the Pirate Radio TV YouTube channel.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Boating season is right around the corner, and Pirate Waters Outfitter is the place to go and get ready. This is Captain Bo Brooks with Pirate Waters Outfitter and Fly Shop. We're having a sale the entire month of February. Shop and save on apparel, accessories to catch fish on the fly. Plus, check out our new spring arrivals from Smithy Cast Iron, Turtle Box, Duck Camp, Marshware, AFCO, and Grundon. Pirate Waters Outfitter on Market Street in downtown Washington, also the home of Camacho Rod Works right next door to Breaking Bread. Find us on Facebook and Instagram at Pirate Waters Outfitter.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico, a huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $8.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Carson Wissenhunt, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Nothing I can say ever seemed to matter.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a quick look at your stock market. The Dow was up 141 points. It closed at 38,521. The NASDAQ was ahead 11 at 15,609. And the S&P was also up 11 points. Finished out the day at 4,954. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
Hi. Bryce and Zach talking hunting a moment ago. Kenny says you need to hit up Blunt's Creek in Beaufort County. You won't be disappointed. So, hit it up. All right, Super Bowl Sunday coming up. You can hear it right here on Pirate Radio. What's number one on the must-eat list on Super Sunday, Bryce?
God, that's going to be tough. Probably, I love some pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket will be up there, and then like a Velveeta dip. Like
I ain't had pigs in a blanket in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Velveeta dip. Yeah. Jason Nichols was last time he was here, said he had one of those with shrimp and said it was good. Like good. I was talking about those either ground beef or maybe sausage, whatever dip, those hot dips in the crock pot. He said he had one with shrimp and made me think about it for a moment.
Yeah, shrimp. I've seen one recently. It was like the street corn queso dip. My gosh, man, it looked amazing. But the funny thing about like the pigs in a blanket and like the Velveeta dip, just like naturally, my twin Sean and I will like get the and I didn't even know like he did it. He didn't really know it was just kind of a thing. It's you take this, take the pigs in a blanket and scoop the dang Velveeta, and dude, it's so good.
Big time. Sean, what's your favorite finger food?
Oh, probably like barbecue weenies.
Oh, the little smokies or something.
Yeah.
little cock doggies.
Yeah.
And for Christmas, my mom we have they're actually cut up hot dogs though. They're not you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
And it's like some kind of jelly.
Yeah.
Something in there. Yeah. What you got, John?
It's like barbecue sauce and apple jelly or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. That's my favorite. I don't like the little cocktail weenies though.
Yeah.
And also like the cheeseburger dip or whatever. My mom makes it like a cheeseburger dip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's basically the Velveeta thing. So good.
What about you, Clip?
I love it. I'm a hot dip guy.
Yeah.
So absolutely.
Buffalo chicken dip.
That's good.
I can go for that.
Yeah.
But
can't beat it.
The ground beef and the cheese. Luke says, planning on putting the Velveeta dip in the smoker on Sunday. All right. Smoke it up, bro.
Smoke it up.
Enjoy. Bryce, good to see you, man.
Yeah, good to see y'all.
Congratulations on the news.
Thank you.
And how are your other boys going to handle this with a new boy coming into the family? The dogs.
That'll be very interesting because Grady gets real needy when guests come over. So when he's got permanent guests, there's no telling.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
All right, Sean. Good to see you, buddy.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, we'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. 1-on-1, me versus Sean in basketball.
Wait, where's that?
Temple Church.
Dang.
Off Fire Tower.
You can wear a headband? I mean, you got to wear the dang nines. Go to the nines.
I told Chandler I got to wear something because I'm going to have too much hair going in the eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we'll be out there tomorrow, and we'll have plenty of video, pictures, audio for you on how that goes.
Y'all played at 21 or something?
No! 7.
There we go.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Interns, great job. Delaney, you'll get them next time. Alex, congratulations. Zach, there will be better days. Shirley, great job as always. We will talk to you at 3 o'clock Wednesday, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. This is the Pirate Radio Podcast.
And welcome in